right, there's that. Right. Right. Make sure we get this joint going as well. Alright. Alright, boys. I think we did it. We are here, baby. We are here. First ever college football 25, man. We've been waiting such a long time for this moment to happen. And it's happening right now, man. I'm so excited that for you guys, are willing to take part and willing to, come over to my neck of the woods here, man. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And, all of the stuff that we've been seeing this weekend, all of the early content that we've seen, all the rebuilds, all the RTG stuff, all of the, little head-to-head action that we saw. But there was one thing that I have not seen in EA college football yet that I was honestly really surprised to see, to be honest. And what that honestly was that we did not see a college football imperialism, right? Which was absolutely insane to me that we didn't really have that, man. So what we're going to do today, we are going to do college football imperialism, the first college football imperialism on EA college football, man. And I appreciate y'all can come out and see what's up with this EA college football game. So here's how it's going to work, for those that are maybe not as familiar with college football imperialism, right? So how it works is that two teams will play against each other, any given time. I got a spinner on the side, and I got like a directional arrow on the side as well. Whatever that spinner lands on, they have an opportunity to attack another nearby school. The school that is attacked is going to be the home team in this game. How it's also going to work, if you lose, you are done. You are eliminated from college football imperialism if you lose a single game. But if you win, you take over another school's territory, and you get to remain alive in college football imperialism. So, with that being said, I'm going to have a video version of this eventually so that you could see the spinner live, and you could also go ahead and see, like the arrow, like what direction that goes to as well. So, with that being said, bunch of play nows happening here tonight. Let's go ahead and find out who is going to be the first school that is going to attack another school. We got 134 schools on this list, and we're going to see who it's going to be, and it looks like it's going to be Ball State. Ball State is going to be the first team on the list, and they will have the pleasure. Who is Ball State going to go ahead Who are they going to go up against here? So it looks like the spinner is going to go to that northeastern part of the country. And it looks like to the northeast, looks like it's pointing towards the Michigan Wolverines. Oh, baby, this is going to be a long day here for Michigan. We'll go ahead. We'll see what we got going on. Does Ball State, can they pull off the upset to start college football imperialism? Let's go ahead and see if they can do exactly that. Don't worry, I'm actually not going to play the games necessarily. It's getting closer to 8 o'clock, so I want to see what an 8 o'clock night game is like, man. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get off my soapbox. Let me know, by the way, if the volume sounds good, if I need to turn up anything, need to turn down anything. Gotta go ahead and see what we got going on here, man. All right, boys, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to super sim this first game. We'll see what we got going on here, man. We'll see what we got. We're going to jump ahead, see how things are with the next quarter. It looks like, Ball State puts together a little bit of a drive. It's actually still scoreless. Still no score after 1 quarter of action. And look at this. Ball State officially has the Michigan Wolverines. They are on upset alert right now, man. This is absolutely insane to start the college football imperialism. Can Michigan go ahead? Can they actually stave off the upset? Are we going to see this happen right now? Because we're closing in. 2.5 minutes left. And you already know what time it is, man. We got to jump into what we got going on here. Tied ball game at 17 apiece right now, man. It's getting insane out here. First college football imperialism. And we got a tie game at 17. So here's what we're going to do. If it's like this, man, we're going to go ahead. If I can figure out, I just did this. Here we go. Options, controller select. Gotta make sure. All right, here we go. I'm going to resume. Here we go. First college football imperialism. Tie ball game, 17 apiece. Let's see what we got going on. Can they stave off the upset? Okay, we've got a 5-yard gain here for Donovan Edwards, one of the cover athletes on the game to get things started here. Decent little gain to get it going here. And here's another quirk with college football as well. This is the first year that we have the 2-minute drill implemented. So 2-minute warning, that's going to be a thing that's in place. And so on that 2-minute warning, clock is automatically going to stop. As Michigan is going to pick up a first down, they're going to get across the 40-yard line. And the Michigan Wolverines, they might be in field goal range. We'll see if that will be enough to avoid this upset in the start of college football imperialism. Now we'll go ahead and jump inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for the team up north. They're going to run it up the middle. He's got some space on the outside, and he's going to pick up a few yards from the left-hand side. That's Khalil Matthews' 7th carry of the night. Gonna see a little bit more variety with how often your backups are going to touch the ball, because we do have that wear and tear. That is going to be a thing in EA college football. We saw that in place. Usually the backup will get 3-4 carries tops in a particular game. As here's another one for the tailback. He's going to pick up a few yards this time around as Ball State is going to take a timeout. That's their first timeout of the first half. We'll see if Ball State can get this critical third down stop. 1 minute left to play as Orgy is going to hand it off again. Is this for the first down? No! Not a first down. And big decision here for the number 9 team in America. And it looks like they're going to trot out that field goal unit. Going to be a 46-yard field goal. Let's see if he can sink this down the middle, and it's good. Michigan is going to take the lead to start Imperialism. And now the Ball State Cardinals have a chance to shock the world with 1:08 left to play in this first Imperialism matchup. So here we go. Michigan kicking it off to Ball State. 1:02 left to play. Gonna go ahead. It's gonna be received by the Cardinals. Cardinals are gonna go ahead and they will get drilled inside the 20-yard line. I don't think Ball State's got an elite kicker. They do have one timeout, though. Let's see what they do with it. Faces some pressure. Throw it over the middle. It's intercepted. It's going to be intercepted. That might be bowl game. Oh, baby. Michigan gets a key interception. And I think we are going to see it be written here, folks. Ball State just might have been eliminated from the first college football Imperialism in EA College Football 25. So here we go now. Michigan looking to go ahead and take the knee. They do end up taking a timeout. Although I do think that once they take their second knee, it should automatically go down to 0. Appreciate you guys coming through for this first live stream of EA College Football, by the way. If you're enjoying this, by the way, make sure you go ahead, smack that like button, hit that subscribe button if you have to be brand new, by the way. We got a lot more coming your way, including a head-to-head matchup tomorrow afternoon. So make sure you tune in for that tomorrow afternoon matchup for the wins and losses online Dynasty. But with that being said, boys, Ball State is going to be the first team eliminated. And with that being said, we're now down to 133 left in the college football playoff. So we're going. By the way, let me know down in the chat. Let me know what you guys are feeling in terms of who do you think is going to come out on top for this college football Imperialism. So that is one game down, 132 to go. Gonna go ahead and get the spinner going once again. See where it lands this time around over in the corner. And it looks like it's gonna land on the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Iowa Hawkeyes are gonna be on deck. And they will be going to the west. And that means we are going to get a Cy-Hawk Trophy game up next here, boys. Iowa State and the Iowa Hawkeyes getting ready to go at it here up next. Imagine that, man. Cy-Hawk Trophy showcase, man. You love to see it. How about that? Rivalry games, man. You absolutely love to see it. Gotta see if I can default to like the 8 o'clock. Those night games definitely look a lot better. I know Bordeaux was talking about it earlier. But man, he was absolutely right. The night games look absolutely beautiful right now. Hey, what's going on, Talbot? Yeah, I'm excited that we have a new college football game for the first time in over a decade. And shout out to the boys over at that did that did college football revamp. Those guys did such a wonderful job keeping this game together, keeping that community going for so long, and just really making sure that just not letting the flame die, really. So really interested in what we're going to see in Iowa and Iowa State. I would not be surprised if this is a defensive-minded game, as Iowa has not gotten an offensive touchdown yet, but they have kept Iowa State out of the end zone, though, at least until the end of that first half. So right now we got a close one here, folks. 7-6 is your score. Iowa State has scored, and they scored a second time. So let's see what we got going on here. Can Iowa rally back? Can they put up an offensive touchdown on the board? And it looks like they're not capable of doing that. But Iowa does have the ball here with less than 2.5 minutes left to play. It looks like they settle for yet another field goal. 2:31 left. And Iowa has done nothing but just kick field goals. Imagine that. Iowa football at its absolute finest right now. So here we go. Let's see if Iowa can find a way to come back here. I imagine what they would try to do is they would try to go ahead. They're not going for the onside kick, which I thought was really interesting. Now, I do have to play this particular play, and then the next one is going to be with the CBU going up against each other. So, chew clock moment here for Iowa State. Can the Hawkeyes come out? And can they go ahead and close this game out? But this defense is absolutely stymied. Abdul Samad III, nowhere to go there. And they're only able to pick up a single yard. And that's going to take us into the 2-minute warning here. Iowa still has all of their timeouts. They still got a chance to win this game. Let's see what we got going here. Here we go. 2nd and 9. Are they going to run it again? It looks like they will. They send a running blitz and nowhere to go again. Iowa will again use their first timeout. Okay, let's go. So, Talbert, you're actually able to do at least not a full team builder dynasty. You can't replace 134 teams. But I think what I saw on the dynasty deep dive that you could do up to 16 teams in a single dynasty file. So you could have a Division II conference. I just don't think 134 teams for all D2. I don't think that's going to be realistic. I would love to, though. I definitely would love to do that in a future iteration. I don't think that's going to be possible this year, though. So here we go. 1st and 10. Looking over the right-hand side. And, oh, baby. Cade McNamara completes a forward pass. Actually been doing a solid job moving the ball today. He's got 170 so far. I'm surprised that Iowa is choosing not to go into their no huddle here. Or at least trying not to go ahead and get themselves out to better field position. As Cade's going to throw over the right-hand side. That's caught. That's a nice first down there as well. That will move the chains, as now the Iowa Hawkeyes are officially going to be in the red zone. Beautiful touch throw by the way, getting inside the 15-yard line. So just a couple more yards, and Iowa can take the lead late. Let's see what Cade McNamara has in store. Dropping back's going to drop it short, but it looks like it's going to just go for a single yard there. Iowa going to be one of those teams that's going to huddle up every single time. This is one of the slower offenses in college football. Let's see if that continues here. And we'll see what Iowa draws up on a 2nd and 9. McNamara's got a little time, rolls out to the left, fires. Oh, no! It's dropped. That ends up being dropped. And now a 3rd and long. Tough spot to be in. And let's see if Iowa can pick this up. Here we go. 3rd and 9. McNamara dropping backs. Got a clean pocket. Over the middle. It's caught. Touchdown, Iowa. And the Hawkeyes are going to take the lead with less than a minute left in college football imperialism. Does that mean we are going to see Iowa State being that second team eliminated in college football imperialism? Is that gonna happen right now? We're living in some dangerous times right now, gentlemen. We'll see if the Cyclones can go ahead and respond. But first, we do gotta go and see what happens with this 2-point conversion. They're gonna go for it to try and make this a field goal game as they're gonna run it out to the left-hand side, and that is going to be... That's going to be a bad 2-point conversion. So Iowa will take the lead, but the Cyclones, they just got to get into field goal range, and we'll see Iowa State come out on top. So here we go. Probably about 40 yards that they got to drive. They have all their timeouts, so they're going to jump it off to the tailback, who breaks a couple of tackles. Nearly picks up the first down, and the Cyclones will end up taking their first timeout of the half. They still got 2 remaining. 2nd and short coming up here for Iowa State as they'll drop back to pass. Looks over to the left. Going to fire down the sideline, but is going to just be a throwaway. Rocco Beck running out of time as Iowa was coming with some serious ferocity there. Yeah, man, Reggie here, I have been enjoying it myself, been playing a couple of test games just to get used to the mechanics. I will say this, for those of you that have not had a chance to play this game yet, that's a nice out-of-bounds play right there. I will say the option attack definitely is a skill gap. It's a lot different than NCAA 14. It's flipped, right? So you know how if you wanted to hand the ball off to the tailback, you would hold down the A button, whereas you're trying... Ooh, what a dot, by the way, by Rocco Beck. As we're casually seeing this man go into field goal range, by the way. That just might do it. They might be on the edge of field goal range. We'll have to wait and see. But, yeah, for the option, you actually, if you don't want to, like, keep it with the quarterback, you just don't do anything. Oh, there we go, Reggie. I see you doing a road to glory. Kick is up. Is this going to be in? It's no good. Oh no, Iowa State might be eliminated here, chat. So, Reggie here, for your road to glory quarterback, did you what star rating did you do? You got smacked by Southeast. Did you play on Heisman? Heisman is a little bit different this year, man. I will say that. All right, so with that being said, boys, I was able to beat Iowa State 18-17. And that means that Iowa State is going to be eliminated from Imperialism. So that is the second team to go down. Going to be yelling timber as well. All right, going to remove... All right, so Iowa State becomes the second team to be eliminated from college football imperialism. So let's see what our next matchup is on stage. As we're seeing what the spinner lands on next is going to be Middle Tennessee State. They are going to be attacking someone. We'll see what Mid Tennessee State is. Looks like a 77 overall. Not bad by any means. And they're going to be attacking from the south. They're attacking southwest. So what does southwest entail? It looks like Alabama is the closest team to the southwest of the country. So a tough one here. We could be seeing an absolute excuse me. Could be seeing an absolute beatdown. Good Lord. Good luck to our friends. Mid Tennessee State. I think this was actually like a real life matchup. Yeah, that's a tough one. Let's see here. TMJ Jr. Oh, here's another thing too. If there's a big overall difference, even on Heisman, you could tell a difference. Like, if you're playing with like a team that's like 15 overalls worse, you're gonna know. Like, this is not. Excuse me. We are struggling today. I need some more water. Yeah, but long story short, not like NCAA 14 by any means. You're gonna tell the difference, that's for sure, man. So let's go ahead. We'll see what we got here. We'll see how they hold up. Alabama's already scored. So I'm not surprised there at all. If you want me to like to tweak like the amount of time, like let me know. I could certainly do that as well. And Alabama is all over this Mid Tennessee State team. I don't think we're going to need to jump into this one here at all. I think this is going to be game, set, match. Mid Tennessee State, thanks for playing. But it looks like, as the kids would say, getting absolutely cooked. And Alabama's going to win pretty easily. Good Lord. Was that an absolute blowout? Oh, baby. As my Southern friends would say, bless your heart. And just like that, Mid Tennessee State is gone. Like a girl in a country song, man. See, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. You didn't really get to see it in the gameplay, but like you see it in like the sim. Like you could absolutely like tell the difference. There's less randomness, I want to say, right? I guess is really what I'm trying to get down to. But yeah, 131 left. Let's see what we got going next. As a spinner is going to finish up here. And look at that. Kennesaw State is landed on. So Kennesaw State, we're going to see them in a college football game for the first time, making their EA college football debut. The offense is atrocious. So hopefully they get a team where defensively there's not as stacked. They do go to the Northwest, though, and the most Northwestern team is going to be Vanderbilt. So I'm curious to see how this goes down. This is not honestly, not a terrible matchup at all for Kennesaw State. This is a winnable game. A very winnable game for sure. All right, we'll see how Kennesaw State can fare. Here we go. I would laugh so incredibly hard if Vanderbilt loses. By the way, this is actually this was actually what Vanderbilt Stadium is going to look like once they finish construction. I believe it's still under renovation. Like, they still have that random construction site. And oh no, it's not looking good for Kennesaw State at all. Oh, baby. Yeah, well, another not very competitive game at all. And Vanderbilt is going to come out on top unless there's a miracle, but that's simply not going to happen here. Kennesaw State is going to fall to Vanderbilt 45-14. Wow. I thought that would be a little bit more of a competitive game, but that was just simply what did not happen there at all. So, yeah, that's not going to lie, that's a little bit of a letdown there. And down goes Kennesaw State. All right, so let's see if we can get a more competitive game. Braun Breaker's alma mater, Kennesaw State is. Interesting. I did not know that. You learn something new every single day. All right, so my Cincinnati Bearcats did make it to the top 130, so you love to see that. Let's see what we got going on here. It looks like UAB is going to get at it here up next. Members of the American. Solid little team there, 77 overall. We'll see where UAB ends up going. They're going to the, looks like, wow, they they are playing Alabama again. So we just saw Alabama. They ended up beating, I believe it was Middle Tennessee State, and now they get an opportunity to take on another Group of 5 team. This time it's gonna be from the American Conference. All right, we'll see if UAB can make this a more competitive game than what we saw with Mid-Tennessee State. And right, UAB has a lead. They have a lead on, they had it. I don't know how long they're going to keep it, but they did have a lead against Alabama. And they actually are going to take a lead into halftime. Okay, upset alert possibly happening here in college football imperialism, but Alabama's able to drive down, and they are going to be able to tie this thing up. So, that being said, Alabama does score here yet again. We'll see if they can close the deal. It looks like UAB's had a chance to drive down the field. It's going to be intercepted. And that being said, Alabama is going to score here as well. We'll see if they make it interesting. And it looks like they won't. So, a little bit of trouble there for Alabama this time around. But they will survive. And they will get to move on. UAB, to their credit, actually made it a very competitive game. Got to give them credit where credit is due, but that being said, close only counts in the horseshoes, hand grenades, and nuclear missiles. And that being said, a spirited effort by UAB but they will officially be eliminated from the college football playoff. Or not the playoff, but the college football imperialism. Yeah, man, UAB made it interesting. They made it a good fight. Gotta give credit where credit is due for sure, man. Alright, let's see who's next. Alright, so next, on deck, we actually got an ACC squad. We got Duke. Duke's actually a solid squad, man. 80 overall team. Actually a decent little football team. We'll see where Duke is going to travel to. So Duke is going to head directly up north. And that the next northern team is going to be Liberty. Ooh, this is going to be a fun one. What's up, baby? Ooh, this is exciting. Thank you.
Are you on stream?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
You want to say hi?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Shout out to the wife, by the way. She made a great dinner as well. All right, so we got Duke and we got Liberty. Look at this differential. Both teams 80 overall. Liberty actually has a better offense, though, so we actually could be in for a really good matchup here. Excited to see how this one goes down. Possible audition for a power conference in this imperialism? Question mark. Would not surprise me if Liberty is in a power conference like at some point in our lifetimes. That's for sure. All right, let's get this party started. Let's go ahead. Let's see how we got going here. First possession. Liberty does take the lead, but they missed the extra point, though, so the extra point is no good. So it's only a 6-0 game here, but they will get another touchdown on the board. I think we had a safety in there. Pretty sure I definitely just saw that happen, and Liberty's going to jump all over Duke right now. They are demolishing the Blue Devils. We'll see if they can have a little bit of fight here in this second half, and I don't know if it's going to happen here, chat. Duke not only losing to Liberty, but they might be... Oh, wait a minute. Hold up now. Duke's coming back. Duke is coming back right now. It's a one-possession game. I had them written off, but Liberty has not done a single thing here in this entire second half. And all of a sudden here, we got ourselves a battle. We got ourselves a battle here, ladies and gentlemen. Do have to control this, so I am going to just go ahead and two-minute warning, by the way, fellas. Let's see if Duke can find a way to get the ball back. They're going to need to force a fumble, though, as they're going to decide to run it down the middle yet again. Quentin Cooley does get over 100 yards on the ground. And Duke is in some serious trouble. That was their second time out. They only have one left. Salter's in the shotgun. It's going to hand off to the tailback. And Quentin Cooley gets stopped in the backfield this time around. And with that being said, with that stop in the backfield, we are now looking at a 3rd and goal situation. A chance to put this game on ice, and that is barbecue chicken. Touchdown, Liberty. And that should do it here. That should absolutely do it. I think Liberty is going to move on, and Duke's going to be eliminated. Been a better game than anticipated, though. I thought when Liberty took that, I believe it was 29-7 lead here in the again at the half. I thought they were going to be done. I truly thought Duke was going to be cooked, but hey, they try to make a little bit of a spurt run here. Probably going to see Liberty win this one, but we will go ahead and see. Let's see what Duke can do here on this next possession. Let's humor ourselves here real quick, see what we got going on here. As it looks like that is going to be across the 20. Gonna throw over. That might be Malik Murphy, the transfer from. Yep, that's Malik Murphy, transfer from Texas. They're starting for the Duke Blue Devils. Got out of that crowded quarterback room that has Quinn Ewers, Arch Manning. Really curious to see what Malik Murphy's rating is in this game. Like if he was, he looks like it does have the star on him. Well, that is a nice throw over in the middle. Good first down there. Nice job there. All right, here we go. Wanting to go deep, but just nobody there. A little bit of a dangerous throw there. Only picks up a few yards. That's something that we might check out. I'm really curious to see what Malik Murphy's like overall is. I'm willing to bet it's under 87. All right, here we go. Murphy looking over to the right-hand side, and it's going to be caught for the first down. So first down does end up being caught. No timeouts though, so I imagine they're going to try to go. But it looks like there's not a lot of urgency, which is something I'm really surprised about here. All right, here we go. Murphy, probably going to be the last play of the game here. And just chose to throw it away. Yeah, hate to see it. Got that Shaq last. You love to see it. Hopefully that doesn't get me demonetized as Liberty sends the blitz. Murphy just going to yeet it for the memes. And it's going to be dropped in the end zone. So down goes Duke. The Blue Devils will lose the Liberty 36-22 as the Blue Devils will experience an early exit out of college football imperialism. Oh. What a game, though. What a game, though, for Liberty. Making a little bit of a statement there. That's how you make your presence felt for sure, man. All right, so let's see here. Can it pull up? Oh, you know what? I gotta move my camera. Hang on, we're gonna do that real fast. Oh, that didn't do it. All right, there we go. All right, so Kennesaw is a 90, which we knew that from the stuff. Malik Murphy's an 81. He is a sophomore though, but definitely behind not just Quinn Ewers, but also behind Archie Manning. So if Malik Murphy, making a good transfer decision, he probably would have been a third string quarterback if it wasn't for what we saw him transferring to Duke, and now he gets a chance to start. So good decision on his part, to actually get some playing time. All right, so 128 here in college football imperialism. Let's see who ends up being up next. And up next, it looks like we got Bowling Green getting an opportunity to go and compete in college football imperialism. We'll see which direction if we have to go. If it's up north, it looks like it's northeast instead. So northeast is Buffalo, so we get a little bit of action there. It looks like Bowling Green will have the advantage, though. Bowling Green out here taking on Buffalo next. Although it looks like Buffalo might struggle in this game. They only have a 64 offense. Going to be a tough for Buffalo to come out on top here. Even though they are at home, that is a saving grace. Buffalo is at home. Yep, there's a Buffalo track out there, man. All right, let's see what this Buffalo team can do. As it looks like first quarter is underway. It looks like a low-scoring affair. Nobody's scoring, at least not yet. But Buffalo is going to break the scoring virginity. They will get a field goal on the board, but Bowling Green will respond. We'll have a touchdown before the half. So the Falcons do take a lead, but Buffalo takes it right back briefly. Bowling Green's now starting to pull away here, as now Bowling Green having a chance to put Buffalo away. However, we do see Buffalo get a touchdown, but they failed to get the 2-point conversion. So, chance here for Bowling Green to put this game away potentially. And it looks like we might be seeing Bowling Green in that 2:30 scenario. And actually, we are going to have a 2-minute warning here. Close game here in the action. We'll see what we got going on here for 3rd and 2. Stadium pulse is up there, though. Buffalo getting loud, and they're certainly getting proud. 3rd and 2. Bowling Green trying to run for the first down marker. They're stuffed. Nowhere to go. Big decision here. Is Bowling Green going to go for it, or will they settle for the points? And it looks like they're going to settle for the field goal. So Buffalo will get a chance unless there's a penalty. Kick is up, and it's good. Bowling Green does get the field goal, but Buffalo, down by 8, do get to see them with a chance, with just a chance, to take this thing into overtime. We have not had an overtime game yet in college football imperialism. Does that change here? Does that change right now? So let's see what we got going on. Okay, so Buffalo is going to get inside the 20-yard line. All right, here we go. Dropping back, looks over the middle. That's a dot over the middle. CJ Organa with a dot. Let's see how Buffalo decides to attack the rest of this possession, though, as we will go ahead and see Buffalo now approaching midfield. Good pacing here so far. They're going to drop back to pass again. Organa over the left-hand side. It's intercepted. It's picked off. And oh, we might be seeing a road victory here. Haven't seen a lot of road victories. You can see what I'm doing. They're doing in the stands as well. The surrender Cobra, which is in this game. I think that's a nice little touch, man. I absolutely think that is a nice little touch. So now I think at this point, Bowling Green, I think is just going to go ahead, either run it. Well, technically, Buffalo can still get the ball back here, as this is a nice run down the sideline, but Terrion Stewart got out of bounds, though. Not a lot of awareness there. If they mark him as out of bounds, then that means that, hey, we are going to go ahead. Okay, so that was not the case. So, okay, so actually, no, he did get out of bounds, so the clock is stopped. What are we doing here? This is a run up the middle. Oh, my goodness. Just a massive hole there. No Diddy. Good Lord. So, Buffalo does use their second timeout. But I think at this point, I think this game is going to be settled because they're in victory formation. And yeah, Buffalo is going to take a timeout there in the victory formation. But yeah, they're in the victory formation again. Yep, Buffalo's going to be done here because that's going to run out the rest of his clock. And bye-bye, Buffalo. Gone from the college football imperialism. There we go. So Connor Basilick, the senior quarterback, had a solid day, 234, 2 touchdowns through the air. And that's going to help Bowling Green continue to be around. Now down to 127 after what we just saw in this Maction battle. Going to be truly majestic when we do end up seeing like some snow on the ground, like some midweek like snow games. A little bit of Maction there. Could certainly tickle the pickle there for sure. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to shuffle this around on the spinner. Like to do that after every single game. And we're going to see who is up next for Imperialism. And is it going to land on another MAC team? It does! We got another MAC team, but this time it's not going to be Bowling Green. It's going to be the Ohio Bobcats. 74 overall squad, so a decent squad. Nothing crazy, though, but they got to go out west. And you know what's waiting for them out west? If it was a little bit pointing more towards southwest, they would have had the Bearcats, but because it's pointing closer to northwest instead of southwest, we get an overMAC game once again. And this time is going to be the Miami Redhawks. Now, Miami will have a distinct advantage, and this is a rivalry game as well. Battle of the Bricks. Interesting to see that. Didn't know that was a rivalry game, but that's what's awesome about this game. You know, let you know about all these lesser-known rivalries that are out there, and I think it lets you know after every rivalry game, like after a game is completed, it does let you know like what the series record is essentially. It's pretty cool stuff. Haven't really seen any West Coast battles yet. Hopefully we can change that here. Alright, let's go and jump in, baby. Here we go, another action battle here. And it looks like Miami will take an early lead. They're going to be up 7-3 after one quarter. Brett Gabbert doing a pretty good job leading this team overall, but Ohio takes the lead here, but Miami gets it right back towards the half, but we got a close one on our hands. 1 point game here between these two squads. Ohio responds with a touchdown. Miami gets a field goal as well. So here we go, change of possession here. Can Miami answer? And it looks like they don't. So Ohio with a chance to put it away, but they punt this ball away. They get it out to about midfield. Miami's got pretty good possession to work with here. We'll see if they can finish this drive out. And it looks like they do. So, 2:30 left to play. We are going to jump in here. Watch the end of this game, of course. You can see that stadium pulse absolutely rocking right now. And it's going to be caught for the first down. Ohio's going to be able to get it to about the 40-yard line. So Ohio, all they need to do is get it into field goal range to tie this up. That's going to be a nice pass over the middle. Just like that, Parker Navarro not doing too shabby. 182, couple of touchdowns as well. That's a nice little throw there over the middle. Love to see it. Here we go. 1st and 10 for Ohio. Gonna drop back to pass here. Gonna throw again. This time it's a deep throw over the left-hand side. Bro had him open, but just missed him. We'll see if that bites him in the butt later. Oh my goodness. Was that a hard pill to swallow? That could have been a touchdown. Instead, it's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up as Navarro drops back again. Looks over to the left-hand side, does catch it for the first down, and does a good job of getting out of bounds as well. Hendricks does get him to about the 30-yard line here. Beautiful touch throw there. And that would have been an NFL catch as well. You only need 1 foot down for college football, but hey, you get that's an NFL catch right there. Rolling over the middle. Oh, that's nearly intercepted. Oh, this game could have been over, but he didn't hang on to it though. Fails to hang on to the football, and that does end up meaning that we are going to get it rolling here once again. Here we go, 2nd and 10 coming up, dropping back, looking over the right-hand side, and it's dropped. It's going to be dropped. So 3rd and 10 coming up. I would say they're probably on the edge of field goal range, but I would also imagine that they would want to try and get a little bit closer. All right, here we go. 3rd and 10, sending the blitz, and it's a sack! Ooh, I'm surprised they didn't call that a fumble. Unless he let go of it after he dropped it. Man, that's going to knock Ohio out of field goal range. Brian Uguay coming in there and attacking this quarterback on the screen. And man, good thing they got to him too, because if they were able to get that screen off, that's big yards right there. Could have been a touchdown. Instead, need a miracle here to keep Ohio alive in Imperialism. Looking over right-hand side, it's broken up. So Miami will take over. And I think 1 first down might just do it here. As we got 1st and 10. Going to be Miami up the gut, but nowhere to go for Kenny Tracy. Ohio's going to need a couple more plays like that if they want to see this ball ever again. 2nd and 11 now coming up here for the Miami Redhawks. A chance to ice this game. Got man in motion. It's going to be a quick jet pass over to the right-hand side, but nowhere to go. And Ohio will use another timeout. So one more timeout remaining. As now we got a 3rd and 12 coming right up. Here we go, 3rd and 12. Going to be yet another jet pass up the right-hand side. It's effectively a run, but it'll count as for Brett Gabbert's stats. So Miami cannot finish the game off. And that does mean that we will see Ohio with one last chance, but no timeouts. Can they get it done? As they will have to go for a fair catch. This is inside the 15-yard line. Here we go. Navarro, clean pocket, looks over the left-hand side, gets the first down, but not out of bounds though. So we're going to have to get up to the line of scrimmage quickly here. They simply cannot wait around at all. As I need to figure out if there's a way to get through those plays and move on to the next one. Or if we're stuck looking at those instant replays. As Navarro will go ahead and spike the ball. It does end up stopping the clock at 39 seconds. So that's what we're rolling with right now. 39 seconds left in this game. Still got probably 50 yards. They want to try a field goal on the road. Navarro with time. He's going to dump it off to the tailback. He's not going to get to the first down. That clock is running. They need to go now. What is Ohio doing? Anytime now, Ohio. You can go ahead and get this ball moving. They're taking their time. The lack of urgency is crazy here. No, just a lack of management there. They let 20 seconds ride off. And they didn't even do anything with it. They just went ahead and spiked the ball instead. So 4th and 3. You're probably looking at 2 plays here tops. That's what it's looking like. Here we go. Navarro facing the blitz. Gets it out to the right-hand side. Can he get out of bounds? He does. It's a nice job there to get out of bounds. They're going to need some of that here again. That is a key missed tackle there. Because I'll tell you this, I don't know if they get another snap off. If it was the case that we do end up seeing this go down. Here we go. For the game, Navarro going deep, and it's... Oh, he almost caught that. It would have been well short anyways. And it looks like Ohio is going to lose to Miami. And yeah, man, we are going to see the Miami Redhawks move on in Imperialism. While for Ohio, that dream is going to come to an end. Brett Gabbert, your player of the game. 247 yards and 3 touchdowns. Tough pill to swallow, though, I'll tell you what. All right, so here we go. Gonna jump right into the very next one, though. Let's see what the spinner gods say is up next. And it looks like it's gonna be Indiana that's gonna be on deck, actually. Indiana, actually a decent team, 82 overall. Not a bad squad at all. But they gotta go northeast. And oh my goodness. Yeah, northeast. It's Miami again. So Miami is going to have to hold it down a second time. Okay. 2 games in a row Can Miami survive this particular onslaught? Man, tough break here in college football imperialism. But you know what? You just got to keep it pushing sometimes here, man. That's just how the cookie crumbles at some points. Appreciate everyone being able to come out. If you haven't had a chance to yet, make sure you go ahead, smack that like button, hit that subscribe button as well if you do happen to be brand new to the channel. We got a lot more planned here, including, you know, got a rebuild that's going to be, we're working on in the background. And plus, we will have our first head-to-head matchup tomorrow afternoon as well for the Wins and Losses Online Dynasty. Sponsored by Uncle Sam's Reject himself. Yeah, we're in the same league as him, so you'll have a chance to prove ourselves against one of the best NCAA YouTubers out there, man. And a good friend of mine as well. As we'll go ahead and see what's shaking here. And it looks like so far Miami is surviving. And they actually extend their lead before Indiana responds with a field goal. So let's see if Miami can punch this game away. And they do, but they don't at the same time. But Indiana's going to score a touchdown with less than 3 minutes left to play. And looks like they're going to have a chance to tie this up as well. Wow. We got another close game on our hands. We have truly been blessed with good, competitive matchups. That's for sure, man. That is absolutely for sure.
The punt team makes its way onto the field, and these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day.
Do have to play this personal part right here, so we're going to go ahead, kick it out. Actually, a good return there for Indiana. So we'll see what the Hoosiers can do with it here. Going across the 30-yard line. They do have to get a touchdown, though. Some James Madison players on here. They're playing hard. Looking over to the left-hand side. It's caught! Oh, man! Down the sideline. Breaks the tackle and gets out of bounds as well. Big play here for Indiana. And chat, they might be cooking up something here. They absolutely might be cooking up something, that's for sure. So let's see what we got going here. 2 minutes left in the game. Indiana threatening. They're gonna, no, it's a fake handoff. Play action over the middle. It's intercepted. Oh, they wanted it all in the end zone. And they got spicy with it. A little bit too spicy, dare I say. Now, Indiana does have all of their timeouts here, but with that said, what I will say to that is not looking good, though. A couple of first downs could certainly do it here as a quick jump pass over to the right-hand side. It's going to pick up a few yards there. Now we'll keep them on schedule for time being. All right, here we go. One more first down should actually do it here. And no, they don't get it. So Indiana still got a chance, but they are certainly going to be on live support right now. Here we go. 3rd and 4. Gonna drop back. It's gonna be, no, another handoff. It's not gonna work. Kenny Tracy cannot pick it up on the ground. Indiana is gonna have one more shot at this thing. Here we go. Kick is out and it's gonna be up. All right. Indiana's got one more chance at this thing. Here we go. Looking over the middle. And it's caught. Is it caught? No, it is going to be dropped. Big moment here for the Hoosiers to avoid elimination. They need a touchdown drive here. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Coming right up. Dropping back. Got some time. Looks over the right-hand side. It's a quick throw. Curtis Rourke, I should say, the former James Madison quarterback, I think. I think he ended up following his coach. I'm not too terribly sure. But yeah, good job to get out of bounds as well. Save some time. Clock stops at 1:28. 1st and 10 coming up. The Hoosiers drop back. Looks over the middle, but it's going to be knocked away. So an incomplete pass as a result of that. Now with 1:25 left to go. Okay, here we go. 2nd and 10. Coming right up. Going to be a quick throw over to the left-hand side, but it doesn't go anywhere. It was caught. Probably would have been better off just dropping it. Because look at the clock. It's still running. The clock is still running right now. And now they go into a no huddle here. 3rd and 10. Rourke looking to the sidelines, going to make some adjustments. Facing pressure over to the left-hand side and is going to throw it away. So Indiana's life in the college football imperialism on the line right now. It is absolutely on the line at this very moment. Who is going to rise to the occasion? And it's going to be up in the air. And it's no good. It's dropped. And that means we are going to end up seeing... We will end up seeing this Miami team win again. 2 times in a row in college football imperialism. And yeah, man, with that being said, victory formation being called. Good effort there. So Miami does end up winning that out, and that gets us down to 125. This also means that the Indiana Hoosiers have been eliminated from college football imperialism. So we've eliminated 10 teams from college football imperialism, I think. Actually, no. The next game that we're going to have is going to be the team that's going to be the 10th team that's going to be eliminated. So, yeah, man, still quite a ways to go here. Don't know if we'll get it all done in one night. If not, what I'll probably do is after the online matchup, I'll probably go ahead and we'll pick it up after we get done with our head-to-head matchup in the wins and losses online Dynasty. If we don't get it done tonight, which could very well be the case. It is definitely possible. Definitely want to be on as long as we can. Probably will try to be on for at least another hour. And we're going to get ourselves a West Coast team finally. It took long enough. Although I have to remember that this particular West Coast team is out in the Big Ten. It's a little wonky for sure. UCLA gotta go north though. So what's north is going to be Fresno State out of the Mountain West in a conference that actually makes sense. You do love to see that. Absolutely love to see it. All right. So let's see. So 2 teams that are evenly matched between UCLA and Fresno State. Should be an interesting one. Should be a good one as well. As we round out who's going to be that 10th and final team eliminated from college football imperialism.
Anytime, any place, any team. It's always going to be even better at home, and these fans are ready for this showdown. Today, a Golden State clash. Games in the state of California try to claim some bragging rights. As we'll see us climb to the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs. Four-year sports college football, I'm Davis, joined by David Powell.
All right, here we go. Let's go ahead, get this party started. Could be a little bit of a shootout because Fresno State probably has the horses to keep up with UCLA offensively, but I don't expect to see Fresno State get like a significant number of stops. We'll see how this game ends up turning out here as UCLA does jump out to a 21-0 lead here. Fresno State at least gets something before the half, but probably not what the Bulldogs were looking for, especially at home as well. And yeah, man, this is this is not going to be a game that we're going to be showing for very long at all, unless the Bulldogs can pull some kind of miracle off, and they do make it a little bit more interesting. But yeah, man, this was not close. So Fresno State is the 10th team eliminated. Ethan Gabers had a solid game, 239, 3 touchdowns. Doing a nice job there as well.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Paul.
Yeah, so that did not last very long at all. Yeah, not even remotely close. All right, so 124 left. We'll now jump into the next one, though. We'll see what we got in store here. Louisville ranked, which is interesting. Oh, this next team, this also could be one of those games that might not last very long. UTEP is next. UTEP, one of the worst teams in the game. They do got to go southeast, though. And you know what's waiting for them southeast? Or at least pointing to the southeast? This team right here. Oh yeah, this game could absolutely get ugly. Bless UTEP's hard for participating, but the Miners are probably gonna be a one and done here.
Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is made.
God, this game looks so beautiful, by the way. Shout out to the boys over at EA College Football. This is truly a beautiful game. And it's just great we have a new game for the first time in a decade. All right, so we'll see if. All right, we'll see what happens here. Best of luck. Yep, Texas is up 7-0. I'm not surprised that Texas is ahead. Still kind of a close game though. See if that changes here. Yep, 21-0 at the half. Where I don't think anyone is shocked here. Does UTEP score? Does UTEP get on the scoreboard? They do. They actually do get a touchdown, but they missed the extra point. But yeah, that wasn't going to last very long. I'm not surprised. UTEP got absolutely crushed there. That's for sure. Yeah, man, that is a yikes. That is a big yikes. All right, yeah, 38-6 your final score. Oh, baby. So a couple of games here where It really hasn't been very close at all, to be honest with you. Let's see if we get another one. Ooh! This could be good. This has some potential right here. Got Utah that's picked next. That's a good football team. We'll see if they take someone on of a similar caliber. Utah does have to go west. So they do miss Utah State and BYU. But the closest team to the west is going to be another Mountain West team. And it will be Nevada. So this could be another one of those games where this could get a little on the ugly side. Because we have seen, I do believe Nevada is actually in a legitimate rebuild. Whereas Utah, they have aspirations to win the Big 12. Again, leaving from the Pac-12. Thoughts and prayers to the Pac-12. They still exist as like a two-team conference, but it's not the same. Gonna really miss Pac after dark, man. All right, here we go. All right, jump ahead. All right, here we go. Another game. Oh, hang on now. Nevada? Nevada? Oh my goodness. Nevada with a haymaker. Oh, wow. Nevada is up 17-7 right now. Although it does look like Utah is trying to rally back here. So here we go. 2-minute drive here. I did forget to do something, though, so I have to play this next play. Cam Rising back for his 7th year of college football, by the way. All right, here we go. Less than 2 minutes to go. Can Utah rally back here? Or is Nevada going to pull off a haymaker? Rising over middle, but it's going to be incomplete. Going to be incomplete there. So now we're looking at a 2nd and 10. Oh, man, if Utah drops this game, this would be a major shocker. 2nd and 10. Rising. Gonna throw over the middle. It's complete. See if they use a timeout here. They're choosing not to. Score bug looks really nice, too. I really do like that score bug. Here we go. 3rd and 7. Looking. No good. Incomplete. Trying to force the ball deep. Fourth and 7 coming up instead. Oh, he missed that throw too. Oh, wow. Nevada could really ice this and stun Utah. In college football imperialism, they just need a first down, and they're going to get it. But he goes out of... Oh. No, Utah still uses a timeout. Yeah, Buddy's elbow was out of bounds. Utah didn't need to do that. Wow. So let's see if they go for it again. And look at this outside run. Oh my God. He's going to score. Touchdown, Nevada. The Wolfpack are going to stun Utah in the college football imperialism. Can you imagine if this was the final result? They would be cooking Utah on Twitter right now. Oh my, Sean Dollars might have just iced this thing, man. Hey, yo. Did not expect this at all. They will go for the 2-point conversion here. And look at this. 2-point conversion is good. No, not good. Thought he got in for a split second. Did not happen that way, though. All right, so we'll see what Utah can do here with a couple of timeouts. But I would venture to say Utah is going to be eliminated from this imperialism, though. And that return doesn't help either. All right, looking over the left-hand side, somehow caught. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna do one of these things because my ear is like hurting a little bit, like the left ear. But you know, we're gonna soldier on. You know, we're a strong, independent person. Yeah, it looks like Utah is going to be cooked here for sure. But I am curious to see what Cam Rising does here on this final drive of the game, and actually putting a little something together here. But again, I don't know if that's going to be enough, though. I truly don't think so. They will get to the line of scrimmage quickly here. The ball gets set. 20 seconds left here in this ball game. Gonna spike the ball, gets it down to 18 though. All right. Eyes itching, man. Okay, here we go. 2nd and 10. Coming right up here. Rising in the shotgun. He's gonna drop back. He's got plenty of time. What was he going to look to throw down? Oh, he decides to just let it go there. Just going to be a little bit of a... just didn't like what he saw downfield. And, I mean, down by 2 possessions, running the ball isn't going to really do that much for you, so I get it. 3rd and 10, though, for Cam Rising and company. Here we go, dropping back. Looking. He's going to look over to the right-hand side, and it's going to be incomplete again. Chose to throw that ball away as well. We're now officially down to 8 seconds left here in this ball game. And 8 seconds left until Nevada pulls off this upset. One thing that I would love to see in this game is if there is field stormings. Because let's be honest, if this result happened in real life, Nevada would 100% storm the field here. As we do see a late interception by Nevada there. I mean, that's just a formality at this point. We're going to see Utah lose to Nevada. But not only lose, they lost by multiple possessions here. This has been the most surprising result that we have seen here so far in this college football imperialism. This has been just, just absolutely crazy. Not the first team to be eliminated from the imperialism. Iowa State was eliminated earlier tonight, though. But yeah, Utah is gonna be donezo. thought we would see them last a lot longer, but all it takes is one bad day. And man, did Utah certainly have themselves a bad day here. Not only eliminated, but one of the first teams eliminated as well. I would think that they would have at least been able to win against Nevada, but that was just not the case here. So upsets are certainly still possible in this game for sure, but definitely this one's a shocker, to say the least. That's for sure. So this takes us down to 122 teams left in Imperialism, and now we're going to keep it pushing. Up next on the spinner, as that is looking to do the Lord's work. We'll see who ends up being on deck next, and it's going to be the Jayhawks of Kansas. Getting ready to go at it here up next. So Kansas is ranked in the top 25. Another really good team here, 87 overall. We'll see who Kansas has the pleasure of playing up against. And they're going to the Northwest, which means we got a major rivalry game. The Sunflower Showdown between Kansas and Kansas State. I am going to go ahead. I'm going to get this started here. While it's going through introductions, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to get some water. But yeah, we're going to lock in here for more college football imperialism.
Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, the Little Apple, where they have taken a large bite out of college football. The man for whom the stadium is named, Bill Snyder, built this program from the losingest in the history of college football to a formidable foe and home of the Kansas State Wildcats. This matchup today are the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As you'll see, the number 21 team in the country, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats.
All right, welcome back, guys. Okay, so let's go ahead. We are back at it again with the light vans. Let's see what we got here in this little Sunflower Showdown. Two evenly matched teams here, so I'm really curious to see how this is actually going to turn out. Although Kansas State does have the early advantage, but Kansas is able to fight back and get it to about a field goal difference here. 10-7 is going to be your score, so pretty reasonable here between these two teams here. We'll see if Kansas can do something here, as it looks like we are going to see Kansas State get possession, so they have a chance to close this game out, but they can't do it though. They cannot do it, so that does mean that Kansas does have a chance. What's been a very defensively minded game to go ahead and win this game. I do have to take control here real fast.
Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the catch. It's Neal. And he's able to shed one tackle.
Jalen Daniels struggling through today, laboring heavily, only 100 yards through the air.
Different guys in the passing game. Won't just be receivers, it's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon too after he catches it.
So that will likely take us into the 2-minute warning.
Got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We have reached
And it's also like a good opportunity for me, get some reps, get myself prepared. First online head-to-head game for wins and losses happening tomorrow. So I can't wait to see what we do in that particular matchup, as Jalen Daniels is going to drop back facing intense pressure, but it's going to be caught over the middle anyways. That's a first down for the Jayhawks. They do need a touchdown here. Let's see how Kansas decides to attack the rest of this drive.
They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead.
All right, 1st and 10 coming up for Kansas. Jalen Daniels drops back, is going to dump it off to the tailback. As that ball's on the ground here, but it's going to be recovered by the Jayhawks, though. Oh, man. Was this game almost put on ice there? But with that being said, Jayhawks still have the ball, and they still have a chance to win this thing. Daniels looking to the left-hand side, falls on the ground there, couldn't stay on his feet. That's big because Grimm could have gotten out of bounds there and stopped this clock completely. Okay, there is not an injury timeout. So Kansas on the move here yet again. Daniels directing the offense real quick on a 1st and 10. Daniels looks right, fires, caught. It's going to be a 1st down, staying on his feet. And that is going to be a timeout for the Jayhawks here. Going to be looking at a red zone situation here. Possibly to go ahead and take the lead here in Imperialism. Here we go. 1st and 10. It's going to be a handoff, but nowhere to go for Devin Neal. He actually loses a couple of yards on that. Tried to pull the fast one there on the halfback draw, but simply just does not have anywhere to go. So 2nd and 12 instead here as Daniels looking to go to work here, looking over the left-hand side. A contested catch that simply could not be made. And that is going to take us to a 3rd and long. Oh, man. Critical 3rd and long happening right now on the screen. Let's see who's got it. Who's got the juice? And it's going to be incomplete there as well. 4th and long coming up. So one last chance for the Jayhawks. Let's see if Jalen Daniels got that clutch gene in him. 4th and 12. This is for the game. Looks. It's caught! Touchdown, Kansas! And now they're just an extra point away from taking the lead. Oh, man! Critical play by the Kansas offense. And now it's Kansas State on the heels right now. Just a great out route when they needed it the most. But we still have to see, can they get this extra point? Because college kickers, they're not money from the extra point. So this is not guaranteed right here. But that one is, though. A 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it will give the Jayhawks the lead with less than 45 seconds left. Kansas State does have 3 timeouts remaining. We'll see what they do with him. First, they got the kickoff return, but nowhere to go, though. And Kansas State, they got some work to do, man. 39 seconds left. Avery Johnson's going to start it out by throwing over the middle. He's going backwards, and he only picks up a couple of yards. Kansas State absolutely fumbling the bag right now. This is crazy. So now 2nd and 8 here as Johnson's going to drop back again. It's another underneath throw. They will pick up the 1st down this time around. However, that being said, they have to use another timeout. They only got 1 remaining. So not a lot of time left here for Johnson as he's facing intense pressure this time, getting out to right-hand side. He's got a ton of space with his running back, though. Can't get out of bounds, though. So they use the final timeout. They do get to midfield, though. 1 more 1st down. They could have a shot. They could have a shot at the field goal. They're wanting to go deep, though, but it's going to be incomplete. Might have been a slip of the finger for Avery Johnson there, as we're now looking at a 2nd and 10.
Block it or use the sideline to stop the clock and put them in position to win this game.
No time to waste.
So here we go. Avery Johnson, 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking around. He's going to get sacked in the backfield. That could do it. I don't know if they're going to get to the line of scrimmage in time. And that is going to seal it. Kansas is going to stun Kansas State in the final moments. Man, a heartbreaker for Kansas State. Oh, that is going to hurt. That is going to hurt for quite some time there. Jalen Daniels, not a great day, 172 yards, but those 2 passing touchdowns, including that second touchdown, being the one that is going to matter the most. That's the game-winning touchdown right there for Grimm.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Palmer, David Pollock. I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of
So, wow, that was a shocker. So, Kansas State is going to be gone like a girl in a country song. So that takes us down to 121. And we'll see what's on deck here. And, ooh, is it going to... Oh, so close. Ends up being Eastern Michigan that ends up winning that toss. They go southeast, though. And southeast is gonna be, looks like Kent State. So back to some action again. Been a brutal one here for the MAC. It's been quite a few MAC teams actually that we've been witnessing here for sure. Actually, Kent State is listed as the better team. Eastern Michigan with a 62 overall defense. So they might be higher in Sean Lewis. I believe Sean Lewis is back coaching the team. All right, man. We're going to jump into that one for sure. Man, no more Kansas State. That's wild, though.
flashes of Kent State, and while to some it may seem like a small blip across the college football landscape, this place has been the home to legends like Mike Lambert, Edelman, James, Holmes, and of course, maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark.
If y'all are still here in the chat, though, I appreciate y'all. This is one of the longer streams that we have done here on the channel, here on YouTube. We're not big on the streaming, but, we're here now, man. We're having a good time. Kent State's got the lead, so they might not actually be as bad as anticipated. I've seen a lot of preview websites did have Kent State as one of the worst teams in America. I've seen them as really consistently as a bottom 5 team, but here they are, man. They are actually, they're hanging tough here with Eastern Michigan. Granted, I do think that Eastern Michigan, I think, is supposed to be, the better team here for sure. But it's a close one right now, that's for sure. As we're going to see Kent State score, touchdown by Kai Thomas, is going to give this squad the lead. And we'll jump in to see if Kent State can go ahead and close it out. See what we do here. Ooh, we got an injury timeout, though. It's the first time that we've seen that today.
After that last incompletion, man, do they need to connect and keep this drive alive and keep that
it's intercepted. Is it? Oh, it doesn't get taken all the way, but man, EMU needed that. Eagles were on life support. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable that we saw that right before our eyes, dude. Man. So the Eagles got a shot still, thanks to Quintavious Scandrett, who's going to make the big play. And Eastern Michigan is going to start out across the 45-yard line. They don't have to go super far at all, as they're going to see a throw over the middle that's going to be completed to the tight end, as Cole Snyder is going to be provided with that first down. As that's likely going to take us into the 2-minute warning as well. Yeah, there it is, that 2-minute warning.
Defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's going to pass.
A little bit of a dangerous throw right.
The sideline, but he's down immediately before he gained an inch.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have
Did he get out of bounds, though?
coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just
I don't know if he actually did anything with it, to be honest with you.
Now on second,
Pretty lucky, though, to be honest.
back to throw.
Eastern Michigan does have a star quarterback. They're going to set up the screen, but can't get the blocks that he needed, so it only picks up a couple of yards there. And now that clock is definitely going to start running there.
some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a
Definitely will start running there. So 3rd and 8, they still have all of their timeouts. They don't need it all here on this 4th down, but they will anyways. And it's a completion that gets the Eagles inside the 10-yard line. Going to be now looking at a goal line situation. Inside the 10. Eagles with a chance to tie here in college football imperialism. And Dante McMillan almost punched it in, but is going to be just short. So, can Kent State get a goal line stand, or will Eastern Michigan be closer to forcing overtime? They're going to pass here on 2nd and goal. It's caught! Touchdown, Eagles! And just like that, boys, we are looking at a tie ball game here, potentially. By the way, appreciate y'all hanging out with your boy here on the grand opening of EA College Football. I hope you are enjoying this momentous occasion. If you could do a quick favor for me, go ahead and smack that like button. And if you happen to be brand new, you like what you see here, and this is certainly not the only thing that we're going to do here on this channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. That would truly mean the world to me if you did that. But we'll see this extra point up, and it's good. We got a tie ball game here at 20. We could be looking at our first overtime here in college football imperialism. Unless Kent State has something to say about it, they do have all of their timeouts remaining. So this thing could be far from over. So let's see what this team has. Who's got that juice? 1st and 10. Catch it quickly. Will get down shortly after making the catch. And the Golden Flashes will use their first timeout. Not a bad first play of the drive. We'll see if it's a tone setters. This could be a... No, it's not a jet pass. It's a play action instead. Sebastian Brown with the diving grab. He's having a solid performance here in this imperialism matchup. 5 catches for 52 yards. So now 1st and 10 coming up as Kent State's going to drop back. Facing pressure. And just lucky to get that particular pass off. That was a close call. That was absolutely a close call right there. Instead, going to be looking at a 2nd and 10. Eagles nearly got the sack there. It's Golden Flashes only got 1 timeout left. Looking over the middle, it's going to be caught. First down for the Golden Flashes. And 1 more first down could possibly put them in field goal range here. It is certainly not outside that realm of possibility if they get this next first down. Because, yeah, the next first down is at the 35-yard line. It's not inconceivable at all to try a long field goal. Especially don't believe in this quarterback's arms. Younger quarterback, it seems like, but that was a dangerous pass there. However, it does stop the clock at 20 seconds. So not the worst thing in the world by any means here. So here we are, 20 seconds left in the game. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. Got a clean pocket here. Nice pocket development there. What a grab. That was a tight coverage there. Very tight coverage. And found a way to make the catch regardless. So we'll see how Kent State handles these next couple of plays here. See if they'll just try to run it to try to get it a little bit centered for the kicker. And they will. It is a run. Up the gut. They do pick up a couple of yards there. See if they use the timeout. Any time? Okay, 2 seconds left. They are going to try to settle this with a field goal. Massive play coming up here. And Eastern Michigan will use a timeout as well. Gonna try to ice. 40-yard field goal. Kick is up. It's good! Kent State will eliminate Eastern Michigan from college football imperialism. A dramatic victory for the Golden Flashes, as that was a good final drive of the game. And hey, that's just how that cookie crumbles sometimes. Good win for the Golden Flashes, as they will continue to be here in college football imperialism. As for Eastern Michigan, though, that will be a different story, as Gavin Garcia is your player of the game. While he did not find the end zone, very effective on the ground today. 15 carries, 134 yards. And also really helped with with that protection. All seeing the players wear the jerseys in the background as well. So you love to see that. All right. So now we're down to 120, being what we got going on here next. So Eastern Michigan, thank you for playing, but now you gotta go. So we'll get back to Spinner once again as we see who is going to be our next contestant in college football imperialism. And it looks like we are going out west, as we are going to see New Mexico in action. See what New Mexico is, a 73 overall. We'll see where the Lobos got to go. Looks like they're going to the southeast. And yeah, looks like we got a Battle of New Mexico coming up, as New Mexico State is going to take on New Mexico. Rio Grande rivalry coming up next here. Both teams very evenly matched, and I'm certainly interested to see how this Rio Grande rivalry is going to go in college football imperialism. All right, Grand Rivalry officially underway. We'll get things started here to see how things shake out. Should be a competitive game between these two teams. And that's exactly what we are getting here. A tied ball game after one. New Mexico, however, will draw that first touchdown blood. And they'll even take an 8-point lead into the halftime locker room. We'll see if the Lobos can respond with some scores of their own. But it's certainly not looking good for New Mexico State, as New Mexico State is simply looking completely overpowered. This is a little bit of a surprise here, once again. New Mexico State being the ones being eliminated here. Thought we would see a better game than what we saw. But yeah, for New Mexico State, this has truly been a struggle, as we have not gotten very far in this imperialism at all. And yet what we have noticed is that we have seen almost half of Conference USA already eliminated. So the Conference USA not boding well here in college football imperialism. But that's just how it works sometimes. New Mexico will move on. We're down now to 119. Quickly moving on to what the next game has in store for us here. This one should be a little bit more on that interesting side, as we're going to go ahead and see Oklahoma get selected. We'll see who Oklahoma gets to go up against, as they'll go to the Northwest. Although there's not really a lot happening in the Northwest. But it looks like the closest one, though, is going to be Air Force. So Air Force is the closest team to the Northwest. We'll see if they can go and play a little bit of... they're going to need to really do that chew clock cheese, man. Because, yeah, this might not end pretty at all. Actually, this could get very ugly here if Air Force does not start well at all. Appreciate those of you that are in the chat, of course. Let me know who you guys think is going to win college football imperialism down in the chat below. Make sure you hit that like button as well. I'll truly appreciate that, and it helps get this out to more college football fans like yourself.
We believe we've got a great one in store today. If we've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now we can go on the road. That's what we can do. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons. Right at you with the EA Sports College Football Live.
All right, here we go. So let's see what we got here in terms of college. Oh, Air Force got the lead. They got a 2-touchdown lead. Oh, baby. Oklahoma. Y'all good over there? Man, they only have a field goal here, too. Wow. We'll see if Oklahoma can turn it on here in the second half. They do get a touchdown there. Wow. Wow. I was not expecting this at all. We'll see if they punch it in here. If it's close, looks like Air Force does get the ball with 2:30 left. All right. So 2:30 left here. Man, Air Force could stun Oklahoma. Are y'all serious right now? You know, I thought the Nevada beating Oklahoma was a shocker. This could be an even bigger one. Oklahoma is a top 15 team in America, but that just shows how good of a job that Tony Elliott, I believe he's the head coach at Air Force, has done. Because they are an incredibly well-coached team. And it is showing here on this field. Now, when it's all said and done, we could end up seeing Oklahoma come back and win this game. That's absolutely possible. But that being said, I didn't even think this game was going to be close in the first place. And yet here they are, barbecue on the titties. Air Force has a chance to win because not only do they got to get this touchdown, they also got to get the 2-point conversion too. So this is not set in stone by any means, even if they get the touchdown. We're not automatically going to overtime. So good, I might need a little snack on our hand. Going with some goldfish crackers. Snack that smiles back. They try to halfback draw. It goes nowhere. And man, Oklahoma's in some deep trouble, man. Deep, deep, deep trouble. Oh my word. Here we go. 3rd and 5. It's getting spicy. Arnold looking quickly over the right-hand side. It is caught. And the Sooners will use a timeout. Jackson Arnold finally having 100 yards passing. He hasn't turned the ball over, but hasn't been a game changer by any means. So here we go with Arnold dropping back. He's got plenty of time. Is he going to step up and try to run? No, he's going to throw it. It's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the Sooners, a 2-point conversion away from tying this game. Oh, that was not probably what they weren't looking for. Not by any stretch of the imagination there. Oh, man, that's crazy. Crazy work there, man. Okay, so 2-point conversion up next. What do we think they're going to do? Oh, you got to run it. You got 4 people in the box. You got to run this. And they pass it instead. They still get it. Okay, they get the 2-point conversion. So that's good. It's a tied game at 17 here. Here we go, 17 all. Air Force does have a chance to win the game. We are looking at a Falcons team with 3 timeouts, but they don't do the passing thing. So I'm curious to see how they play this drive out. Air Force dropping back, is going to look over the middle. Slant pattern is actually caught. First down for the Falcons. Real nice job there, staying composed in the pocket, because Oklahoma, they were certainly winning in the trenches there. But still able to get that pass off regardless. It's now less than a minute left to play here. Dropping back again. This time, dumping it off to the tailback. Just going to hang on and make the catch.
Hey, at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. It's tied. It's late. You're in your own end of the field. You're just trying to get in the field goal range late here in the 4th quarter. Find your best matchup. Find your best playmaker.
Here we go. 2nd and 6 here. Air Force with a chance to take the lead and eliminate Oklahoma from college football imperialism. Air Force putting together a steady drive, and they still got a couple of timeouts here too. They can make something shake here for sure. Here we go, 1st and 10. Looking over to the right-hand side, but doesn't go very far. Only 4 yards there. Surprised that Air Force isn't calling a timeout right away. Maybe they're content with just going ahead and taking this into the half. And they're not. They're going no huddle here. You got 2 timeouts here. And yeah, they're taking this into overtime. So here we go. First time in imperialism. Got overtime. Definitely a conservative call. Here's the overtime rules.
Finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
So yeah, We'll see how this coin toss goes down.
Everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play
So Air Force won the toss,
what you need. That's a key philosophical
and they're going to play defense first.
things when it comes to overtime.
So Oklahoma will have the ball, then will Air Force. Here we go. Let's get spicy with it. Getting started. And he is quickly stood up, but that's going to be a gain of 8 there on that particular play. So good first play there. A manageable situation for Jackson Arnold. First year starter. Throwing to the right-hand side. Wanted a quick throw, but nobody was home, though. So now we're looking at a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 coming up here for the Oklahoma Sooners.
Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need to
Getting spicy for sure. Here we go. 3rd and short. Running to the left-hand side. And Gavik Smolchuk does not pick up the first down. So Oklahoma is likely going to have to settle for a field goal. It opens the door for Air Force to win.
win overtime.
Kick is up. Does at least make the field goal.
And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
It's not looking good, though.
Down by 3 and 3.
Here we go. Air Force with a chance to win. 25 yards separates them from immortality. They go with the triple option. Makes the man miss. And gets out of bounds. Cade Harris with a nice carry to the left-hand side. Nearly picking up that first down right there. So here we are, 2nd and short coming right up. Here we go, Air Force. Gonna go with the triple option again. And that's gonna be a first down for Dylan Carson. Dylan Carson is gonna move things along for the Air Force Falcons. And it's a first down for this squad. Now inside the 15-yard line. 1st and 10. Gonna be, no, it's a pass. Rolling to the right-hand side. But doesn't get much space as Cade Harris is only managing to pick up a few yards there. This is getting spicy, fellas. Upset in the making, potentially. As now, 2nd and 7, gonna run it again up the middle, but nowhere to go for Dylan Carson. He's been having a good day today. Almost 100 yards on the ground in spite of they have not even gotten themselves. He doesn't even have 15 carries. He's been very efficient. I don't know where I was going with that, to be honest with you. A little bit of a brain fart moment. That is a... Oh! So it looks like Air Force is going to have to settle for the field goal as well. Now, assuming they make this field goal, in the second overtime, if either team gets a touchdown, they got to go for the 2-point conversion. If we see this kicker make this field goal. But Oklahoma is going to try to ice him. We'll see if it works.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one.
And it's good. We are now going to move on to a second overtime. This time, Air Force will start with the ball. So both teams settled for a field goal last time out. We'll see if we see the same here in the second one. He's out in open space. He breaks the tackle down the sideline. Touchdown! Air Force! The Falcons score to start the second overtime We'll see what they can cook up here with this 2-point conversion. Oh, man. This puts a lot of pressure on Oklahoma right now. Man, oh man. Is it getting hot in the kitchen right now? So here we go. 2-point conversion coming up for Air Force. They're going to move him out into the option, but can't get the corner though. Oklahoma is simply too fast. That 2-point conversion is going to fail. But it doesn't change the fact that Oklahoma's got to find the end zone. We'll see what Jackson Arnold can cook up here. 1st and 10, going to the end zone. Well, that was fast, wasn't it? That was absolutely quick there. And that being said, 2-point conversion is going to decide it. If Oklahoma gets this, they will move on in Imperialism, while Air Force is going to have his heart broken in the worst kind of way. Much more competitive game than what we anticipated, that's for sure. So here we go. 2-point conversion coming right up. If they don't get it, so we're moving on to a triple overtime. Arnold over the middle, and it's over. It is over. Air Force is going to lose, but hey, this Falcons team has absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. That was a great performance for Air Force. You can't be mad at it. I'm certainly not, man. But sometimes it is what it is, though. So that's going to take us down to 118 here in college football Imperialism. Yeah, that's a tough one, though. I have a soft spot for Air Force. Like those that's probably like, I think like every power conference fan, I think, has the right to have like a soft spot for a group of 5 team. So I rep Bearcats, obviously, right? That's what you like see here. Air Force is probably my new favorite group of 5 team ever since they made the transition from the American to the Big 12. Curious to see, though, what you guys have in terms of like your favorite group of 5 teams, though, as we'll go ahead and get it started here with the next one. Looks like Northwestern did get selected for the next Imperialism matchup. Northwestern, a decent squad. They got to go Northeast, though. So Northeast entails Western Michigan. And Western Michigan got themselves a team. They certainly got themselves a little bit of a football team there. Same overall as Northwestern. So I'm curious to see how this goes. This could be another competitive game. Absolutely could happen here. I like those helmets for the Broncos, by the way. Those are nice. Those are some really nice nice helmets for sure, man. Oh, I wish we can get a home game for Northwestern too. I truly wish that was the case, that we could see like a Northwestern home game. I'm excited to see because they rendered the Northwestern Stadium what it's going to look like when it's supposed to be done. So if we can get a Northwestern home game, that would be great. But first, they do have to beat Western Michigan, though. And Western Michigan, they're giving Northwestern everything they can handle. We got a competitive first half here. It's a little bit of a shootout here. 24-21, gonna be your score at the end of the half. And Northwestern trying their best to try to get away from Western Michigan, but they are, this team is just, It's a stubborn football team, that's for sure. Western Michigan is going to punt this ball away, so we're going to see how things shake out. It looks like Western Michigan does tie it up. And Northwestern cannot respond. So, Western Michigan's got a chance. They do have a chance to win this thing in regulation. I do got to play this one play.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Receiver on the move gets the touchback. He's brought down.
Did pick up a first down there, but it's probably going to be a holding.
Just an obvious holding.
Man, that's a tough one though. So instead of 2nd and 5, it's now 2nd and 15 here. They're still going to keep it on the ground, but nowhere to go for Jalen Buckley as we're now approaching that 2-minute warning.
That back has absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys.
Broncos still in field goal range, but they don't want to take a sack. They're going to run it instead. This is a good run, and they pick up the first down. Jalen Buckley now with 180 on the ground today. He's feeling himself. Absolutely feeling himself right now. Going to be interesting to see if they keep it on the ground for the rest of this game. Try to force Northwestern to take some more timeouts.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line.
Western Michigan got themselves a little bit of an offense over here, that's for sure.
Zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
2nd and 8.
Using his legs.
Keeping it on the ground, but nowhere to go for Buckley. And now Northwestern is starting to use its timeouts. They want to make sure they have time to have one more possession. Should expect the run commit here on 3rd and 8. And it's a fake jet pass, but Northwestern is ready for it again. No gain on the play. And so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to see this field goal getting kicked to give the Broncos a lead here in college football imperialism. The kick is up, and it's going to be good. Kick is good, and the Broncos got the lead. Fans are absolutely excited as well, as now we're going to see Western Michigan and Northwestern get ready to go at it. Northwestern has a chance to win, but only 106 left. It's getting into the danger zone. Here we go. Northwestern going to drop it off on the underneath, picking up the first down. He's still, he almost got himself back up though. He was close. He was close to taking it back and keeping it rolling. But his knee touches the ground at the last second though. Good gain here to start the drive as we're closing in on less than a minute left. Northwestern getting to the line quickly. Gonna go ahead and spike the ball. And that's now going to take us to a 2nd and 10 opportunity. So here we go. 2nd and 10 following the spike. We'll see what the Wildcats do. Jack's going to drop back. Looks to the right-hand side. What a dime. And getting out of bounds as well. That will stop the clock at 43 seconds. One more first down could get the Wildcats into field goal range, and we could be staring down yet another overtime. 1st and 10. Jack looks over to the left-hand side. It's caught! Big gain, and it's going to be inside the 10-yard line. What a delivery down the sideline. I don't know why those fans are clapping. They just had a massive play pulled against them. Man, big play there. It's going to set up 1st and goal. They're getting to the line now. 30 seconds left in the game. Jack with trips to the right. Dropping back. Clean pocket. Looks over to the left-hand side. It's caught! Touchdown, Northwestern! And the Wildcats will take the lead with 20 seconds left. Oh my! 20 seconds left in the game. We got an exciting one here, man. Calvin Johnson II. Don't know. Doubt he's related to the actual Calvin Johnson. Right? Anyone that's a Northwestern fan in the chat, let me know down in the chat if he's actually related to Calvin Johnson. So I'm not familiar with Northwestern's football composition. Put it that way. Field goal's up. That's good. So great drive there. 5 plays, 77 yards. It's a good old drive. That is an insanely good drive there. Here we go. Kickoff is officially underway. And we are staring down Northwestern's mortality. Trying to remain alive in the college football playoff imperialism, but they need a drive. Facing pressure, though. Gets it out the last second. That's caught. 1st down, Broncos. Whoo, man. He had to put a lot of oomph on that one. And it worked out perfectly. So getting out of bounds as well stops the clock at 12 seconds. As now the Broncos trying to put together a miracle. 1st and 10 from the 39. Facing pressure right away. Looks over the middle, but it's going to be incomplete. At least it only managed to get a few knocks off the clock. But at best, Western Michigan's got a couple of plays left. Oh, he takes a sack. Oh, they didn't need that. They didn't need that at all. This is going to be a Hail Mary. He needs all the time in the world. He's not going to get it, though, and it's... Oh, there's 1 second left. 1.2 left. All right, here we go. This is for all the marbles. And it's intercepted. It's over. Western Michigan will be eliminated. It does give us a chance, though, to see. Maybe down the line we'll get one of those, maybe we'll get a Northwestern home game in the future. But for now, Western Michigan is going to be eliminated. Great game, though. This was a very competitive game.
Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive.
Cam Porter gets named player of the game. 3 touchdowns on the ground for the senior tailback.
So college football nowadays, right? This is how it works. A ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollock, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All right, so Northwestern wins, and they will move on to Imperialism. We are now sitting at 117. Woo! 117, baby! We'll go ahead and get it started here to see what the spinner is going to say for us next. Oh, we were so close on Hawaii. Instead, we are going to get Pitt. I'm going backwards. Oh. So Pitt's a decent little team here. See where Pitt's got to go. Pitt is going to go south. Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. West Virginia and Pittsburgh getting ready to rock and roll, man. Let's go. Backyard brawl. Love to see it. West Virginia does have the slightly better team, and they are at home. But of course, in Imperialism, anything could happen. Asked Utah earlier in the stream. All right, let's see how things end up turning out in the backyard brawl. As we'll get things started here in West Virginia, quickly going to jump to a 14-0 lead. Make that 21-0. Oh my, they are all over Pitt right now. Although Pitt does get on the board before the end of the half, I'm going to say this right now. Not looking good for the Panthers at all. But hang on now. Pittsburgh's trying to get back into this game. It might not be over yet. All right. So 2 minutes left here between West Virginia and Pitt. Look at this. Pittsburgh with 14 unanswered. In the final quarter, we might have an actual game on our hands. Imagine that.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
All right, 2-minute warning coming up.
Superior defense stopping the run for nothing. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Right back to the well.
Oh, Jaheim Wells cannot go anywhere there either. Hang on, boys. Pittsburgh might not be done. They might not be done at all. 3rd and 12. It's going to be an option. Going to be capped by Garrett Green, but he's nowhere close to the marker. So Pitt uses a timeout, and they got a chance to win it. Here we go, 4th and 7. Kick is up. This is a good punt, by the way. But that was a nice return as well, getting across the 40-yard line. One timeout, 1:42 left. Who wants it more in Imperialism? Dropping back. Looking to the right-hand side, it's a screen, but it's covered extremely well. Nowhere to go there. And that clock is going to continue to run down across the 1:30 mark. Here we are, 2nd and 11. Yarnell in the shotgun, looking across the middle. And it's going to be caught for a decent gain. But again, clock is still running. You got to get more chunk plays down the field. You can't play scared. This is imperialism on the line to remain alive in this college football imperialism. Yarnell looking over to the left-hand side, getting ready to go to work, dropping back, looks over the middle, is going to find the left-hand side, and it's going to get across midfield. First down for Pitt.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He's been picking this defense apart with that last completion.
But that clock is still running, though. They need to get spotted. They need to go yesterday. Expect to see a spike ball here. And that's exactly what they're going to do. 28 seconds left, though. 50 yards. Certainly doable. They also still have the timeout in their back pocket.
Second down coming up.
Here we go. Yarnell looking to go to work. Dropping back. Facing pressure. Is going to dump it off to the tight end. And Pitt's going to have to use their last timeout. They probably wanted to save it for a little bit later, but instead they use it there. They're out of timeouts. Yarnell again dropping back, looks to the right inside, gets to the first down marker. Expect to see yet another spike. What's Yarnell going to do next?
Situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's
Going to try to spike this ball quickly.
hard just to find
All right, they're going to have one shot at the end zone here. What's going to be the play? Here we go. 6 seconds left. Yarnell for the game. Throwing downfield. Broken up. And West Virginia will win the backyard brawl here in college football 25. Pittsburgh will officially be eliminated from imperialism here on the channel.
They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm.
Garrett Green, certified baller today. 330, 3 touchdowns as well. It was a fun one. West Virginia tried to choke this game away. They started off up 21-0. But hey, you know what? They did what they needed to do in order to survive. And that's all you got to do sometimes, man. That's all you got to do sometimes. So, that being said, Pittsburgh, you're officially going to be gone. I'm going to go ahead and remove you from the map. And that takes us to 116, closing in on that top 100. Let's see what the next game brings to our direction. And according to the spinner, is it going to be, yeah, we're going to give Colorado. So another Big 12 team going at it. Big 12 winning the last matchup in the Imperialism when West Virginia beating that Pitt squad. But we'll see Colorado go north. And it looks like it's more towards the northwest, so it will gloss past Colorado State. So almost got a rivalry game there. Instead, we got some good old-fashioned Wyoming football up next. One of the better programs in the Mountain West, but they're going to look outmatched here. Colorado getting some serious love here. 87 overall. Feel like this is definitely high. Not going to lie. But they do have one of the better players in the game in Travis Hunter, though. And well, Shatur Sanders is pretty electric to watch, too. You know, all the teams in the Mountain West still here. Actually, except Fresno State. No, Fresno State definitely lost. So we got to remove Fresno State for sure. They got to go. All right. Did not catch them last time around. All right. Now let's try again. Let's see what we got here in this first quarter. Colorado does have the lead, but Wyoming does respond, though. Could be in for a little bit of a shootout here. But Colorado quickly trying to put a stop to that here, though, as they'll take a 21-10 lead into half. However, in the second half, are we going to see the same story? No. Wyoming fighting back, but Colorado trying to keep them at arm's length, though. As Wyoming needs a big drive here, they can't get it. And I don't think it's going to happen here unless, nope, they can't be kept out of the end zone. So with that being said, I do think that Wyoming might be cooked here. Unless they can pull off a miracle. And they don't. So Wyoming goes down. Colorado winning pretty comfortably there. Didn't have to really spend too much time in this particular matchup.
They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football.
So no more Wyoming. They're gone. Shadur Sanders, of course, I don't think anyone is surprised by him playing pretty well and being named player of the game. Yeah, dude made it look really easy there, that's for sure. So we'll see if the next matchup ends up being a little bit more competitive, as we'll go ahead and get started with what we got for the next Imperialism matchup here. And this one is going to land on East Carolina. East Carolina out of the American. You know, one of those programs that, you know, could do bigger and better things. And East Carolina is going to the southeast. Closest team to the south of them is Coastal Carolina. So this could be an intriguing one for sure. Eastern Carolina slightly favored out of the American, as it looks like we don't have, you know, the best of teams in the Coastal Carolina defense. Certainly nothing to write home about for sure. But we do get to see the teal field, though. I'm excited to see what the teal field looks like in this game. Because it's one thing to try to replicate it in college football revamp with, like, existing elements from 14. But this is the first time that we've seen, like, Coastal Carolina, and it's, like, genuinely Coastal Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Looks good. It looks extremely good. All right, here we go. Let's get this party started. Eastern Carolina versus the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. We'll see if they can defend their teal field, so that we have an excuse to watch the teal field even more throughout this Imperialism. And it looks like it's going to be quite a fun little game here. Going into halftime, Eastern Carolina does have the slight lead, but the Chanticleers are hanging around, and going into the final quarter, we do end up seeing a 3-point game between these two teams. We'll see where we're at when we get to about 2:30. Field goal is good. All right, tied game at 2:30. Could be looking at overtime, unless Eastern Carolina has something to say about that. First, I gotta play this game because I, didn't switch off the controller in time. Eastern Carolina looks nice though. Oh, nice little play over the middle though. Oh, this could be danger. Oh, this is exactly what Eastern Carolina was looking for, and they're going in no huddle. They're going in the hurry up. Man, that was a big one. All right, so here we go. Run to the left-hand side, trying to go outside. Probably would have been better served if he just would have cut it inside there. That's for sure. Man, that scoreboard looks nice, though. The older Coastal Carolina logo. Here we go, 2-minute warning here. We'll see if Coastal Carolina can stop him from getting any further. But this is a good run here up the middle. Nearly picking up the first down, courtesy of Rahaj Harris. Hey, Pedro, what's up? What's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Here we go. 3rd and short. They're going to run it again. Gets a decent little block. Going to be a first down yet again. All right, 1st and goal coming up here. Looks real good here for Eastern Carolina, though. The game's been really good. Been playing basically since the game came out like a few hours ago, and honestly, it's a very smooth game. The bigger content creators, when they were saying that it's not gonna feel like Madden, like, yes, it's the same engine that Madden uses, but it genuinely does feel a lot different. And it feels smooth. I like it. Appreciate you asking, by the way. Appreciate you spending some of this happy EA College Football release day with me here. We're coming in on almost 3 hours of streaming. We've been having a fun time over here, that's for sure. Kick is up and it's good. Pirates are going to take the lead. And here's another thing, too. I'm pretty sure Coastal Carolina had to use all of their timeouts. So while they do have to go about trying to go like down the length of the field, not only do they have to go down the length of the field, they don't have any timeouts to do it with. So tough spot here for the shots and clears.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his spot. Smashes through.
Yeah, man, I know there's I've been watching some streams over the weekend, and I know that there's some folks that realize that there's quite a learning curve. So honestly, like, if you're used to like playing like NCAA 14, it's gonna feel dramatically different. And some of the things that you're able to get away with in 14, you're not going to be able to get away with on this game, especially if you're feeling on Heisman difficulty. Because what I've seen in the practice games that I've played in is that if you're aware of what it is, it's more closer to that PS2 level of difficulty, right? Not saying that it's more difficult than NCAA 06, like those types of like PS2 games, but it's closer to that Heisman difficulty than NCAA 14. And you're going to really tell the difference too, especially if your team is significantly worse. You're really going to feel the difference. It's going to be much harder to win than it is in NCAA 14 against the computer. I'm going to let y'all know that right now. It's just to like level set those expectations. And I think Coastal Carolina is going to be cooked, chat. Coastal Carolina might be done.
And here we go.
You know, for sure. I absolutely agree with that, Pedro. Yeah, as Coastal Carolina is officially going to go down, they're going to be eliminated from the from college football imperialism. I think that's really going to create a spot to where we're truly going to see, okay, when the Maddens were good, there was a college football game attached to it. I think not only is it a great time for us because this is the first time in over a decade we actually have a new game to play with, but I think it's also going to make the Maddens better because there's going to be more competition inside the building, and it's good for everybody. So we're down officially to 114 for college football imperialism. So let's see what we got on deck here next. I also got to remember to remove Coastal Carolina because they're gone. Gone like a girl in a country song. And so we see where the spinner is going to be on. And it looks like it's going to be BYU going to work next. See where BYU's going to go. BYU's going south. And what lies south is another Big 12 team. Arizona State getting ready to go at it here. Their first time on imperialism. Let's see if they got what it takes. BYU a slightly better squad, but certainly not out of the realm of possibility for Arizona State to pull this upset off. Gotta stand up for a second. I was sticking to my chair a little bit. All right, here we go. Getting ready to get started here. BYU going at it against Arizona State. And this has been a little bit more defensive-minded than what we've seen in the last couple of games that we've seen on stream. A little bit more defensive-minded. As we're getting ready to approach halftime, we got a 7-all game here. So a lot different than what we have seen in many of these other previous games being more shootout-oriented. Arizona State is going to take a touchdown lead going into the final quarter of action. All right, here we go. Let's see who's going to finish out here. BYU trying to storm back. Got a touchdown early in the fourth quarter that is going to tie things up. Oh, not what I meant to do. We're going to go ahead. We're going to step in here. Decent little punt there. Kicking definitely going to be a skill gap thing too. And the option is the one that I found to be more skill gap oriented as well. Good little throw to the right hand side. Oh wow, bro took a shot there for sure. Oh, no kidding, man. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, that was a fun series to do for sure. That's NCAA 12, honestly, for me, like that is an underrated game. Absolutely underrated. Looking for over the middle. That's going to be caught. First down for BYU there.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field.
Yeah, I mean, no, just wide, butt naked open there.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Here we go. 45-yard line. Looking over the middle. That's going to be caught for a short gain. Oh, there we go, dude. Yeah. Yeah, you'll definitely get your money's worth for sure. $10 especially, that's a really good deal. Watch out for the top of the key. It's gonna be could be going deep. Called it. I absolutely called it. I saw them pressing up with Arizona State. I'd be like, it'd be a good idea to take a shot. And you know what they did? They took that shot, and it works to perfection. Touchdown, BYU. And with that being said, the BYU Cougars are going to take the lead. Less than 1:30 left to play in the ball game. Starting to get a little warm here, so we're gonna take the UC thing off. Feels a lot better there. Got to rep the alma mater. Go Bluffton. Division 3. Might make them once Team Builder does become available on Friday. Should be a thing that we get to see on Friday for sure.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State is going back on offense and they come out.
All right, Arizona State does have a chance to try to tie things up here. They do have free timeouts, so it's not impossible at all.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
After the incompletion, it's second down.
We'll go 2nd and 10. Looking over the middle, and it's going to be caught. Only for 4 yards, though. We're going to take a big timeout there, big dog? Yes? No? Maybe?
Defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off.
Well, they're actually going to try to get a playoff. Surprised that they did not go with the timeout there. That's a little interesting.
From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh, we're going deep, though. Oh, he had him too, but it was broken up at the last second. Arizona State's not going to have a choice. They got to go for it. They absolutely got to go for this here.
Players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
All right, this is to keep Arizona State alive. Looks over the left-hand side, and that's going to save the first down. Man, they needed that. They really needed that one. And they got out of bounds too, so they don't have to use the timeout at least. Really got to get a chunk play, though.
He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Here we go. 1st and 10. Dropping back. Looks over to the left-hand side. It's caught. Am I missing? Why is Arizona State not using their timeouts? What are we doing here? You guys are not up. There it is. Whew. They're used their timeouts. But man, I mean, to save it with only 11 seconds left, man, that's a decision. And there's a sack as well, and Arizona State's going to have to use another timeout. Arizona State officially on life support here in Imperialism. 3rd and 9. It's going to have to launch this thing deep. And it's not caught, but there's a flag. Pass interference.
And the defender just way too
It's only a 15-yard penalty, but Arizona State gets a second chance.
can't do it, and the referee's
Can the Sun Devils take advantage? Going deep, but it's hit. His arm is hit at the line of scrimmage, and it doesn't make it to any of the receivers. So BYU is going to take down Arizona State on a last-minute drive, bro. Dang. That's a tough pill to swallow. Shout out to Gary Bohannon. 4 touchdown passes on the day. Certified baller. Absolutely a certified baller there, for sure. BYU trying to give Arizona State the game at the end, but yeah, Arizona State, they just didn't want it. They did not want it at all. So now we'll keep it pushing here with 1:13 left in college football imperialism as I go to the side real quick. Check out the almighty spinner to see what's in store for us next. And it's going to land on Northern Illinois. Northern Illinois going to get some love. I think this is their second game. They might have played a game already. I honestly don't remember at this point. But they're going at it again. No, I didn't have a chance to yet. That has not popped up in Imperialism. That being said, though, they're both still in the Imperialism, so they have a chance to meet at some point. However, that being said, the directional arrow does land on Missouri. Missouri, a much better team than Northern Illinois, so they might be hard-pressed to win this particular game. But I have been surprised before.
Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, and Thoreau Field, named for the father of
We are down to 113.
Tiger fans are hoping that they put together
So we have eliminated
one of those games that test your focus. Top 25 team
over 20 teams at this point here on the first night of EA College Football. Being out and about, man. Love to see it.
taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. Right at ESPN.
I can tell, though, Northern Illinois is going to have a hard time with this one.
With me in the booth, ready to tee it up.
All right, let's see what Northern Illinois can do against Missouri. First time seeing Missouri on Imperialism. And actually, Northern Illinois was able to get on the board, so hey, at least there's that. There at least is that. So in total, there's 134 teams in the game. We are down to 113. That's where we currently stand on Imperialism. After this game will be 112. And it looks like I don't think like Northern Illinois is going to come back. Yeah, that's not happening, bro. So Northern Illinois able to win pretty easily there.
Fool around with them, go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of it.
Well, we might not do the entire thing in one night. Either will go until like my wife like says that I'm like a little bit too loud, or if I get tired, or we finish it. One of those three things. Because I'm gonna respect my wife's wishes. You know, happy wife, happy wife. That type of deal. All y'all married folk in the chat know what's up. So after Missouri blew out Northern Illinois, That now makes it 112. I don't think that's a massive surprise by any means. But now we'll get into the next game here pretty quickly. And this next spinner takes us to Oklahoma State. It's a good team right there. But a little bit of a challenge going on the road, especially if, depending on who they got to go up against, the spinner says they're going to go to the northeast. So northeast, so eastward is going to be, well, it's a light northeast. It feels more like a hard north. Yeah, this is going to be Tulsa. So we'll see Tulsa for the first time. Turnpike Classic. Oklahoma State, much better team on paper. They're about 10 overalls higher. But we'll see. But Tulsa is at home, so that could be that could make things more interesting.
Tulsa, Oklahoma, home to the Tulsa Golden Hurricane in Skelly Field, where the fans have gathered and they are ready to see those Hurricanes gather some strength. This matchup today, one of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the result will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a team from the AAC, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane.
All right, here we go. Turnpike Classic. We'll see if Oklahoma State can win one for from my boy Breezes. Pretty sure he is streaming on Twitch right now. But it looks like Tulsa giving Oklahoma State a game here. It is going to be tied, but Tulsa quickly changes that. So Tulsa does have the lead against Oklahoma State. And to be honest, I mean, I don't rule it out this point in this beautiful game that is like college football imperialism. First and goal. Oklahoma State does punch it in. So it is going to be tied. They score again, though. Did I miss was there like a turnover? Did I miss something? Hang on, I'm just trying. Oh, there was an interception. And nearly got taken back to the crib, too. Trying to go deep. All right, get this to 2. All right, so we're gonna jump in here. We'll see if Tulsa can get out of this. I gotta play this play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
Has a throw it away. Good play. So 4th and 17 coming up. This is for all the marbles.
On this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Oh, he's got time. He's going for it. But it's not going to work. Yeah, it's not looking good here for Tulsa. Oh, that's Ollie Gordon. One of the best running backs in college football. Getting a chance to ice the game. Oh, man, Tulsa might be cooked. Although, again, did not expect Tulsa to win here.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Another run here for Ollie Gordon, but he's stuck behind the line of scrimmage. Could not break a tackle there. So here we go. 3rd and 9 coming up. 3rd and 9. I imagine nope, they're going to keep it on the ground here. This time, Gordon's got a little bit more space, but can't make a man miss an open field. So Tulsa will once again go ahead and settle for a field goal. But this would make it a two-possession game, and this would most likely put Tulsa away here. Kick is up. It's good.
It's funny in an age where there's so many college football, everybody wants to be a quarterback. At the end of the day, it's the
So we have not had a chance to get Boise State yet. Actually, but we have a pretty good variety of teams. We've hardly seen, we've only seen like a couple of teams play more than once. I think Alabama definitely played twice in like the first hour and a half of the stream. And then I think we also have Miami actually did a back-to-back as well, and they were able to survive both times around. But no Boise State, at least not yet. Tulsa is in some trouble. They do get the screen off, but the linemen get stuck on each other there, man. That tracks. You're more likely to see that with a lower-rated team. Ryan Moody moment. Here we go now. 2nd and 8 coming up here, though. Gonna throw it to the left-hand side, but it's no good. Incomplete.
These corners going to give these receivers some space. A 3rd and long coming up here. Dropping back, it's Francis.
Ooh.
The connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short.
Honestly, when I do like my team builder dynasty, I think like 5 to like 6 minute quarters actually might be okay. Usually I like to play like longer because I like to have like a more realistic game. But with how fast like it is like with this game, it's definitely more fast paced. Definitely might be doing like 5-6 minute quarters here. Probably will play with default sliders year 1, and then maybe make adjustments from there. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Going to drop back. Looks over to the right-hand side. That is going to be caught. Now, I will say, once this game does come to an end, I am going to take a short little break. I am not going to go anywhere. At least I don't think I am. But I'm gonna use the bathroom. Make sure like my dogs get out, because I don't know how long it's been since they've been outside. So we'll take a quick little break after this game does come to an end, where Oklahoma State is likely going to win on the road against Tulsa. And then we'll get back at it. But I will need to take a short little break. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. Going to the left-hand side. Oh, man. I felt like that was definitely a catchable ball. So the receiver just couldn't be good. I guess is like the word that I'm looking for.
In this case, he catches the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
So here we go. 3rd and 10 coming up. Dropping back. Facing pressure right away. Oh, man. Man, I'm glad he got rid of it when he did. If he was able to get that strip sack was coming. If he held on to that ball before that Oklahoma State defender came, I don't know what his name is, but he definitely came with bad intentions, though. Ooh, this is right idea. Just need to put a little bit more touch on that ball. But yeah, this game is going to be over. I hope Tulsa doesn't use a timeout here. Yeah, it's over. All right, so Tulsa is eliminated. They are donezo.
A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the ball.
So we're down to 111. I will be right back as Oklahoma State wins the Turnpike Classic.
We talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here tonight.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollock, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All right, so we are back. We're back at it again. So we're at 111 right now. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to get to about that point where we're at 105, and then we're going to call it from there. So that's the plan. So that being said, 6 more games that we have here in this first night of the college football imperialism here on the channel. We'll see what we got going on next. And this one is going to be Illinois, who we actually do land on here. You love to see it. We'll see where Illinois' got to go. All right, so Illinois is going west. It's more like southwest. And so with that being said, because it is more southwest, once again, we got Missouri. Missouri is on deck yet again. So we'll see how Missouri can handle things this time around. Won the last Imperialism game against Northern Illinois. Won that pretty comfortably.
Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, Memorial Stadium and home to the Missouri Tigers, where we are anticipating quite a clash on Monroe Field today. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one.
All right, here we go. Illinois versus Missouri. All right, we'll get things started here. And as Illinois does jump out to a 3-0 lead here initially. We'll see if they can play that kind of Big Ten level defense throughout the first half. But it seems like the scoring does open up to where Missouri is able to take a 17-13 lead. However, in the third quarter, Illinois is able to drive down, get 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns there. So Missouri is certainly in some trouble now, especially after Illinois was able to take over on downs. They do get a field goal there. But Missouri does answer back with a touchdown of their own. All right, so Illinois does get a field goal, and we are going to see this Missouri squad with a chance to win it. But man, certainly in some trouble here.
Looking for a man. It's Cook. Finds his man down the middle.
That didn't get very far.
Nice job by the QB there, timing out that
2-minute warning coming up, though.
got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
After that last completion, it's second down.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 7 for Brady Cook. Throw is over the middle, and it's going to be caught.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that quarterback.
And Missouri on upset alert.
Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the coverage.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45.
Here we go. 1st and 10 again here for Brady Cook. Going to look over to the left-hand side. It's caught. Sent to one of the best receivers in all of college football there.
Knocked down immediately, but number 4, he gets it to the 40.
And is able to pick up a first down because of it before taking that first time out. We'll see if Illinois can hold it down and make a stand here on possibly the final offensive drive of the game. That will certainly help, but that's going to go for an incompletion.
Expecting pass, and that's why they've got extra DBs on the field. It's almost like a pre-match.
And now looking at a 2nd and 10.
To throw into that, obviously the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback stands
Brady able to, identify that blitzer there before throwing over the middle for a good completion there. Gain of 8. I imagine Missouri will go into a no huddle here shortly.
This guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work. Pick up a huge play.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 2 coming up. Brady going to drop back to pass. Got some time, firing over the middle. It's going to be caught. First down for the Tigers. And that means we are now looking at a 1st and 10. The clock does temporarily stop, but not for long. We'll see if the Tigers get to the line of scrimmage quickly.
Is it one high safety?
And they do. Going into no huddle. Less than a minute left. Here we go. Brady Cook dropping back again. Clean pocket. Fires over the middle, but it's incomplete. One, the jump goes short. Probably should have been a little bit more patient there. Not a lot on that particular part of the field.
now on second down.
Oh no, man! Missouri has been in the SEC for quite some time. They've been in the SEC for over a decade. That's a nice grab there as well.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And the Tigers with the first and 10.
Yeah, they've been in the Big 12. I want to say since 2013, around that time frame. Anyone that's more familiar with SEC lore, feel free to correct me down in the chat.
That was an awesome job.
But But yeah, Mizzou's been in the SEC for quite some time now.
Made the catch. There was no doubt he was going down.
Oh, no, you're good, man. Ooh, what a hit.
Offense uses the timeout. 20 ticks remaining.
This quarterback right now is in the groove. He's doing a nice job in resetting. He's reading the coverage and he's getting
Here we go. 3rd and 2. Brady needs a play. He's going to run for it. No, he run. Oh, why would you not run for it, Brady?
Threw it away, and that's a
Buddy.
move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down.
Oh, if he would have ran it, he had a touchdown.
No sign of the punt team as they will go for it.
Oh, well. 4th and 2. Looks like it's going to be a blitz.
Gotta have it.
No, it's not, actually.
That's a flag.
Oh, but there's a flag.
But a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And Missouri gets bailed out. Pass interference. Ball's going to be spotted at the 1.
Week, I mean, he is going to get an earful from the coaches on the sideline.
All right, 1. Oh, it's intercepted. Illinois is going to hold it down. Down goes Missouri. They got no timeouts either.
ends up in the hands of the defense.
And the first team out of the SEC to be eliminated is the Missouri Tigers. Na 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 na. Hey hey, goodbye.
Before the snap. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
And it's over. Illinois is gonna shock Missouri.
The rivalries, and when you lose,
The first SEC team is gonna be eliminated from college football imperialism.
Because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stinks. This is the one that you have circled for
Luke Altmaier get named player of the game as well. He had 3 touchdowns on the night.
practice this next week and start focusing. This one's over, but we'll get you next year.
so that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All right, so we're now down to 110. 5 more games left tonight. Who's going to survive this initial night of college football imperialism? Man, Missouri is gone. That is shocking. But we'll keep it rolling here with 110 left in imperialism. And we'll see what we have up next. It looks like it's going to be Wake Forest. We'll have Wake Forest. Wake Forest is a solid squad, man. 84 overall team. We'll see which direction Wake Forest is going to have to go. And Wake Forest is going to slightly the northwest. But it looks like it's going to provide a date for Virginia Tech. ACC game. Ooh, we're going to get Enter Sandman. Hey, yo, that's going to be a fun one for sure. Virginia Tech should be favored to win this game as well. Probably, Enter Sandman is not actually in the game, but I think they do something similar. So I'm gonna get on my soapbox for a second. I want to see how this goes down.
Nestled in the hills of Virginia, we're touching the Hokie Stone. Means remembering the legends who formed the foundation of a power. Names like Vic and Beamer and a lunch pail mentality that applies to the Virginia Tech Hokies. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons taking on the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
All right, gives the same kind of vibe. I like it. We rock with it. All right, let's see how this actual game goes down, though. So far, Wake Forest handling that pressure pretty well. 14-0 going to be your score, but Virginia Tech does eventually do get themselves on that scoreboard. However, the Demon Deacons carry a touchdown lead into half. Jumping into the second half, though, Virginia Tech playing a little bit better overall. Get to a point where they do tie this thing up at 17 apiece. Let's see what we got rolling here. Wake Forest does get the field goal. But with that being said, we're going to jump in here, see how things go down.
Here we go. Break. To the air. It's thrown.
Oh, it's intercepted! Oh, I might have screwed over Virginia Tech. He was open, but I tossed it late. And I might have just screwed over Virginia Tech with that. I've been doing pretty good the whole night, but that's the first interception I've thrown all night when I'm doing like those types of situations. Usually it ends pretty positively for the other team, but this time around, not so much.
Guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to...
All right, so here we go. Wake Forest has a chance to put it away. Partially because it's my fault.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Around the edge, it's clear.
Here we go, second and goal here, though.
He pushes it.
Another timeout being used.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal.
Here we go, third and goal coming up. Throwing over the middle, it's caught! Touchdown for Wake Forest. And oh, I think I hear that fat lady singing. I genuinely think we are hearing that fat lady singing. Oh no.
Possessions making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Definitely not the 2-minute warning at this point here, fellas.
Add another to their lead.
Yeah, Wake,
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. On the run from inside zone 5.
all right, we'll see what Virginia Tech can do here.
Down there and make the stop at the 19. And Virginia Tech sends the
It's not looking good for the Enter Sandman merchants.
next drive is more productive after
Here we go, first and 10, gonna throw over the middle.
Coach did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback.
Not a bad throw, but
Calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little.
see how they do the rest of his drive, though. Surprised that they're not going faster, though, given the situation.
back to pass, it's thrown. He makes the connection. The Hokies will have a first down.
I like the slot receiver.
Man, this dude's sleeve is dirty.
He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Trying to find his man on first down.
Looking over the middle, that's caught. First down for the Hokies, okay.
Nice play design on that one. Make it easy for your quarterback too, because it's easy to see what's happening. Right over the middle of the field, see where defenders
mean, it's nice that they're having this kind of drive, but it's a little late. It is a little late for that, unfortunately. Don't think it is going to really change the final outcome of the score here. Not in the slightest.
Let's see what they've got on second down.
There we go, dropping back. Looking over the middle. And that's going to be caught for a decent amount of yards, but Virginia Tech takes their final timeout. It'll be interesting to see if they try to go for the field goal here, depending on what time's left. Could be looking over the top. Oh, that's intercepted again. It was not a go route. Post route instead. And yeah, this should do it. So we'll just go ahead and just take Virginia Tech up off this list. And just like that, Virginia Tech is gone. Like a girl in a country song. 18th toughest stadium in America. And Virginia Tech loses their first game. So this brings us down to 109 for college football imperialism. Man, that's tough to see. Oh yeah, absolutely upset for sure. Oh, so down to 109. See how things shake out here for the rest of the day. Got 4 more matchups here before we call it a night. And this next one is gonna take us to Memphis. Get the Memphis Tigers. And a really quality team in Memphis, too. Look at that overall. 85. Just dangerous. They're going Northwest. And Northwest is going to entail Arkansas State. Whew, got a little paint bucket bowl. I didn't even realize this rivalry is a thing. Game is already teaching me so much, man. All right, let's see what Arkansas for who? Memphis or Arkansas State?
Glad to have you with us in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Centennial Bank Stadium, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, and fans have been fired up for this one all day.
Oh, Arkansas State, I think they have the Fountain. So if it's close, I definitely want to see an Arkansas State touchdown. If we're blessed with a close enough game. All right, here we go. Ooh, got a little bit of a shootout here to get things started here. 10-6 your score. Ooh. Gosh, that was a great game on our hands. 24-20. We might be seeing that Fountain go off quite a few times. No diddy. That being said, 31-27. Gonna be your score. Going into the final quarter. It looks like Memphis was able to get a goal line stand. Okay, yes, they did. See where we are at the 2:30 mark. It looks like we do see them actually get a touchdown there towards the end. So here we go. Arkansas State with a chance here, fellas. With an actual chance. And this stadium is absolutely rocking right now. Look at this place.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's straight. And how is that catch and run? So dangerous this time.
Memphis does get started with a first down, though.
Numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads.
Nice little throw there as well.
What this defense is trying to
That should take him to the 2-minute warning.
The change and get it to the 47-yard line. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
Here you go. 1st and 10. Going to the left-hand side.
More to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Grabbed over the middle and straight. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's on.
Man, look at that foul. That is an incredible looking foul right there.
But it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Got to get to the line quickly for this.
3rd and inches here. Bet you better run it here. They do have free timeouts. Okay, it is actually a pass. Ooh, what a throw.
He gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one. And all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
Here we go. 1st and 10. Nice little RPO there. Feeling spicy. Here we go. 2nd and short. 2 timeouts left. They're going to run it. Ooh. Mario Anderson got flipped there, dude. Absolutely flipped.
You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Back to throw.
Here you go. 1st and goal. Tutty! Memphis is going to take the lead there.
Hey, some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Boom. Dot. So just like that, Memphis has the lead. Extra point will ensure that they can't use overtime or use a field goal to get to overtime. There's another caveat in this as well. On the road, these extra points are not guaranteed. But this one will be, though.
Every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away.
Here we go. Arkansas State. Ooh, nice juke move in the open field. He'll at least get across the 21. But yeah, a lot of work to do. Gotta drive 80 yards in 40 seconds. Not easy. Looking over to the right-hand side. That's gonna be caught. My dog getting, at least my bigger dog getting settled in.
How's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to try
Here we go. Another 1st and 10 coming up. Dropping back.
the game, let's get a few shots.
Ooh, facing the pressure. He's moving. We have a scrambling quarterback. Jalen Rayner. Nice little dual threat quarterback for Arkansas State. One that Big C is high on. Those that know Big C. Here we go. Second and short here. Dropping back. Looking over the middle of the field. It's going to be caught. Big play. Arkansas State, they still got a shot. This thing is far from over. I said doing 80 yards in 40 seconds. That's going to be hard. But they're making it look pretty easy, to be honest. Still got 22 seconds left here. Just can't take a sack at this point. Like that. That's a good play.
There's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throwing it back.
Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw. It's Rayner.
Ah.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Nice job by the defense. You go down package, why? Because you know the offense is going to throw the football. Great job matching up. More skilled players on more skilled players. More speed on the field to defend the pass.
This drive was clicking along, but
Here we go. 3rd and 10, 12 seconds left. Big moment here. Rayner stepping up, tossing at the last second. Just barely got that pass off. If he was sacked there, this game was over. But now he's got a chance. One more chance at least. 4th and 10. 7 seconds left. This play, probably the game. Unless he gets out of bounds and picks up the first down. Here we go. Rayner dropping back. He's going to go for it all here. It's a Hail Mary, but it's going to be short. It's intercepted. And Memphis will survive. Memphis is going to advance in Imperialism, while Arkansas State will be just the second Sun Belt team to be eliminated from Imperialism.
when you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome.
So that takes us to 108.
Is going to rest in their minds.
We're gonna do 3 more games, and then we're gonna end the stream for now. We will be streaming again tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock Eastern. We have our first head-to-head matchup in the wins and losses online Dynasty preseason tournament action. We'll follow that up with some more college football Imperialism. So part 2 of the Imperialism will be tomorrow after the online head-to-head. So we'll be on for a pretty good chunk of tomorrow, at least in the afternoon. After that head-to-head, of course. But for now, we got 3 more games that we got to get through before we go ahead and call it a night. So let's see what the college football gods had for us. What does the wheel say? And the wheel has us on another Sun Belt team. Starting to pick it up a little bit here. Louisiana getting some love. And now we'll see where the spinner lands. They're going to the west. And it looks like it's going to be Sam Houston is northwest. So Conference USA getting ready to go at it. Bearcats should be a pretty evenly matched game. Definitely intrigued to see how it goes down.
Welcome to Huntsville, Texas, and Elliott T. Bowers Stadium, home to the Bearcats of Sam Houston State, who have built a rich winning legacy and one that they hope follows them to the upper reaches of college football. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake. Anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats. 48 Sports College.
All right, here we go. Houston, or Sam Houston, and them Raging Cajuns. Let's get it started, baby. Looks like Raging Cajuns get off with a field goal, but Sam Houston State is going to get a touchdown on the board. They get another touchdown on the board. Another pretty close game that we got here. Should be a pretty fun one here towards the end. Cajuns get another field goal. Change of possession. Trying to put this game away. It's like a punt. So look at that. Only down by 1 here. Raising Canes. Hey, don't you put some respect on Raising Canes, man. They good for the soul. I will not have any Raising Canes slander in this chat. We got 2 minute warning here though. Got a close one on our hands. You know, giving up a touchdown now if you're the Bearcats isn't the worst thing in the world, as long as it gives you an opportunity to have the ball back. Because unless the Cajuns go for it, like on the 2-point conversion, it'll still be a 1-possession game. Save your timeouts too. And if they get the field goal, you need a touchdown anyways. Ooh, that was a dangerous throw though. Yeah, I don't know if Sam Houston's going to touch this ball again.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. Another critical third down here in the fourth quarter. Surprise, surprise, this is a big go-to.
Keeping it on the ground.
Yeah, not surprised that they're keeping it on the ground at this point. That's Sam Houston's final timeout. Yeah, it looks like if they can... yeah, first down's going to win the game.
They go to the ground.
And that's game. That's Sam Houston's final timeout.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong.
Yeah, it's over.
They are running the football right at you.
So we're just going to...
Get a few first downs and get a W.
And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looks like the offense will just take a knee.
Yeah, there it is. So a little anticlimactic there, but hey, I like me some Canes too. I just had Canes myself the other day. You go, my guy. All right, so Louisiana does win. All right, so we're at 107. So we got a couple of games left here before we call it a night. So let's not waste any more time. We'll see what we got here for 107. And we got Oklahoma State again. So second appearance here for Oklahoma State. Won the Turnpike Classic last time around. We'll see who they got to go play this time. They're going Southwest. Ooh. We got Bedlam. We will have the Bedlam series. Now, Oklahoma, this is their second game tonight as well. And they struggled against Air Force. However, Oklahoma was on the road for that particular instance as well. But either way, we are either going to see either Oklahoma or we're going to see Oklahoma State leave. It's going to be a good one. All right, so let's jump into it here. Good game here on our hands here in Imperialism. All right, so Oklahoma State has the lead, or not, they don't have the lead actually, the opposite actually. They're actually down by quite a bit. Not looking good here for Oklahoma State on the second go-round. Oh yeah, this could get ugly. This could get ugly. So Oklahoma State made it interesting there towards the end, but seemed like it was some garbage time there for the most part. So Oklahoma State, donezo. And so Oklahoma is the only team remaining in the state. All right, so not a competitive... Well, it was a competitive game, but it wasn't a competitive game. Because Oklahoma State didn't do that until the end. Tough. All right, boys. One last game here for tonight. Let's see what that last game entails. This is get us down to 105. And it's Louisiana Tech this time around. That's going to be our final game of the night. See where Louisiana's Tech. Where does the spinner go? They're going northeast. So they avoid... Well, no, they don't actually. We got UL Monroe. This is going to be the final game of the night. Louisiana Tech and UL Monroe. These two teams are not too far away from each other. Separate conferences, but not separated by that much at all, to be honest with you. Oh. So, final game of the night.
Stadium home to the ULM Warhawks, and fans have been getting ready for this one pretty much all week. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup between the bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the UL Monroe Warhawks.
All right, let's see how this last game goes down. Start with the first quarter. And we got a 3-0 lead for Louisiana Tech. After one quarter of action, still a pretty close game here, reasonably. They do get another touchdown before the half. UL Monroe is still trying to find its first points of the ball game. And they do get a field goal, but Louisiana Tech does manage to get yet another touchdown on the board, though. And there is another touchdown for Louisiana Tech. So we'll see if UL Monroe can make this a game. And I don't think that's going to be the case. So, a little anticlimactic, I'll admit, for the last couple of games of the night. But with that being said, Louisiana Tech will move on, while the Warhawks have been eliminated from college football imperialism. Jack Turner gets named player of the game as well. So that does officially put us at 105. All right, guys. So that's going to cut it here for today. But we got two things coming up tomorrow. We got the head-to-head and the wins and losses online Dynasty. We got that slated for 4 o'clock tomorrow. Could be subject to change. Then, after that, after we get that head-to-head matchup done, we will jump right back into Imperialism, and we're going to cut back to right where we started. 105 is where we are at this moment, and we're going to cut it down even further tomorrow evening. So, hopefully you enjoyed this. If you haven't done so already, definitely make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. If you do have to be brand new to the channel, this is John J. Game on the Mic signing off. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this first iteration of EA College Football here on the channel. That being said, I hope you guys are all out there having a good one. Take care, everybody.